to a certain degree. But she did help out in the village. Until everybody fucked it up.
Damn. Your squire fucked it up.
No, everybody fucked it up. You guys couldn't handle it, and my squire decided that I was the oh shit button and needed to be pushed. Anyways,
We were lacking a melee frontliner.
Upon trying to resolve that situation, the unexpected happened, and the monster that has been mysteriously living in the little box right next to the entrance to the village decided to go on a rampage and killed a whole bunch of people and even destroyed a couple buildings, I believe. I think there was more than just the one, but the one major one. Thankfully, the not dogs of war were able to quell the monster, get the crown, save the town, and Mr. Krabs. And we were asked what our names were, because we're not allowed to associate with the dogs of war while we live and breathe with the enclave. And we literally left off right when that question was asked of us.
Anyone wish to add on to that if needed?
Sure. The creature that turned into the blob was the garbage eater. They were feeding the bodies of sick people that have died to it. Thalia was doing medical work on some people in the town before this whole thing went down, and then his squire, Mia, was caught by the guards looking for him. After trying to convince the leader or the lieutenant that was there, or captain or lieutenant that was there, that was telling us to F off multiple times in different ways, and Thalia almost getting into a fight where she had to get restrained, we decided to leave.
With much influence, you decide to leave. Absolutely. Why don't you both give yourself a DM inspiration for that? Hey-yo.
Double DM inspiration. Yes.
Mine was a better one.
Beautiful. And just as the curtain closed on last session, the question of what is it that you guys call yourselves was asked. So as the curtain opens up for today, on the tip of Soraka's tongue, the words stretch out across Shiloh Thamar. The name of your group echoes through the alleys and the ear canals of the grouped up enclave around you as they share stories of this group. This group will forever shall be known as
Soraka looks back and forth between the party members, she's just gonna look back to the captain and be like, "We are unknown. We are the unknown."
the unknown. Fine. The unknown. Very odd, if I may say. However, guess a name's a name. That being said, go ahead and make yourselves unknown. Bye.
Thank you for giving us this opportunity, Captain.
Bye.
He's still charmed by me.
Bye nicely. Bye. Have a good day.
I suppose we take our leave.
As you turn as you turn to vacate the city, you don't make haste. You take your time. You walk, observing the damage and the scolded ground that this creature slithered and slimed its way through, leaving this wake of burnt, charred edges of stone, branch, grass. Through the garbage heap, you make your way past. You notice the garbage heap itself is burned through completely and ravaged. On the outskirts of it, you will see almost no garbage, actually. Nothing more than like a marshy, kind of wet, soggy ground, kind of like I don't want to call it a swamp, but very similar, except devoid of any clutter. It's just kind of like dirt and mush at the same time. Whatever was in here kept the place pretty clean at the time. You make your way to the edge of the road.
Is there anything shiny that still remains in the dump?
You are welcome to... Fuck you. You are welcome to make an investigation as you pass by and just kind of look around as you trudge through the garbage heap.
I was about to ask that, but my mouth is full from dinner.
It's all good.
16.
16. Please hold while I roll on a random table something that I didn't expect. Please hold.
Well, hey, if it's a gelatinous cube or whatever, right? It's can't eat magic items.
Let's see here.
Well, then technically it would be around the area of the house then where it died.
Roll, please.
Unless it decided to leave them around.
Roll, please, First things first. Roll a d6 minus 1.
2.
2. Roll a d10 twice.
A sword of haste.
12.
No, the 2 individual rolls.
Oh, 3 and 9.
3 and 9. Thank you. All right, so as you kind of trudge and slush through... Really? Whatever, it is what it is. I can't believe I just rolled that for you. So you step on something and your foot kind of does one of those, like, you almost tweak your ankle kind of thing. Like you step on it and kind of like it's on this half of your boot, your heel kind of pops over. And it kind of rolled a little bit. You slide your hand down to see what the hell you stepped on. You pick up this round sphere. It's not... It's a rock. It's a ball shaped, but it's not a perfect ball. You know what I mean? It's like convex in some places. It's almost as if you picked up a round stone off the ground, except this stone is porous, black, and rough. Like you could literally like probably use it as like a scrub brush on your skin if you wanted to, but it's rounded. Almost like one of those the foot pedo kind of like pedicure brushes. Like
Pumice sponge or whatever.
Thank you. That, yeah. But it's dark, black, and brown. Yeah, we'll do that. While you're looking into this, and it's covered in mud and gook, this glint shines from the corner. You do come across a tin spoon, which you're welcome to take if you wanted. Also strewn about is a cluster of rusted nails that don't seem to be used, just exposed to the elements, as well as a scattering of, as you kind of pick up the pieces, and you're going through, you can, there's a quarter there, there's a dime there. All of that would equal up to 11 gold. And then, so that was 3. What was the other number you rolled?
9.
9. You'll also find a grouping of coin equaling that of 21 copper. You find some old, stale, maggoty bread. That's literally what's here. And you also find... Okay, so you find the remnants of a hand. The hand is like singed at the wrist and kind of just withered away. But on that hand, you'll find a brass ring. And honestly, that's all that was rolled. Everything else is just marshy. There might be some stuff under the mud. If you wish to take like a week to excavate, you're welcome to do so.
I'm good.
Wait. Flynn, can you move Earth?
Yeah, why?
There might be more items underneath if you want to give it a shot.
Really so desperate? We're picking through garbage now?
I mean, it was a gelatinous cube. Whatever they threw in here, it probably didn't finish, right?
Flynn's just gonna kind of flick his wrist and he's gonna... Wait, hold on. Do I have the spell equipped?
Oh, no.
Spells... Hold it in mold. Oh, I do have it. Mold earth. Okay, so I flick my wrist and I use it twice, and I dig up 2 cubes. Like, have at it.
Roll. Okay, so as you clear away the earth, because this is marshy land, there's liquid in here, there's water that's settled. So as the earth pushes, the water just starts sloshing into where the earth once was, creating this mud pool, and it kind of ripples and kind of sloshes around. I'll give you 1 investigation check, and 1 only. If you roll over a 15, actually no, if you roll over a 17, I will roll on the random table.
All right. 23.
Hey, tell me when to stop.
And stop.
Roll a d10.
A 1.
The fuck is that? All right, sorry. Hold on. I gotta make sure I'm not sending you like a world slayer or something. Give me 1 moment here.
I just let it go.
I just Thanos Tal Rune. Game over. Like...
What happened to letting the dice decide?
It is letting the dice decide, but I'm gonna also decide not to destroy my world.
There goes my camera.
Common sense comes before dice.
No.
Okay.
I'm a dice purist.
All right. As the dice lie, here it goes. As you slosh the earth to the side, this, in fact, let me actually get a good picture of this for you as well, because it would be really cool to see. These holes. Sorry, this is all on the fly, gentlemen. I apologize for the delay. As that slosh is around, you see this nubbin kind of just bulge out of the ground. It's off the bat, you being of where you are, where you're from, who you are, this like the tail end of a wooden shaft with this intricate metal nubbin on the back end of it. It looks like the tail end of something just sticks out of the mud just slightly.
My mage hand is going to start to grab at it.
Your mage hand grabs at it, but between the suction and the mud, it doesn't exert enough force, and your mage hand kind of just pulls through it.
Oh, then I'm going to go to Flea and be like, right there, Flea, on the mage hand.
Go get it, Flea.
There's something over there.
Ooh, shiny. And I'll go to the area he pointed at.
All right.
You should be able to see my hand on it, too.
As you grab it, Flea, you are in fact grabbing this, right?
Yep.
And you're going to pull it up?
Gonna try and pull it up, yes.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
A 5.
You go to grab it, and it and you pull away. Your hand's sliding off because it's caked in mud. You didn't get a good grip on it. So as you grab again and try one more time, you pull it. It's actually got quite a suction on it that your feet go to dig inside of the mud just slightly. It's not like it's pulling you under or anything like that, but you have to oddly give it a good heft. and then you hear pop, like this suction sound, and as you pull it out, caked in mud, and it just starts to drip. It looks like a big stick. It's about let's call that 2.5 to 3 feet long, maybe. But the only thing that's really viewable is this intricate nubbin at the base end of it. It looks like this is a crafted something, but it's caked and covered in mud. At the very end of it, there is a bulbous, round shape to it, but once again, caked and covered in mud. It kind of just drips onto the disgusting floor below you.
This is not what I not shiny. He'll like start doing the whole like your boots clogged in the mud type to get his legs out.
Okay.
Walks over to Flynn. To Flynn. Here you go. It's not shiny, you liar.
Flynn, give me an arcane check.
A 23.
Please hold. Okay. Yeah, you know what? As you touch it, you feel heat in the palm of your hand. And you get this flash. And the only thing you would see in this flash that kind of just flashes before your eyes is what looks like arms inside manacles. And then the flash goes away. The skin on whatever was manacled is like this dark purpley color with like yellow. It looks like tattoos that glow. And that's all you saw. You come back to it. As you hold this rod, for lack of a better explanation, in your hand, caked in mud.
Flynn's kind of gonna shake his head a little bit and be like, yeah, it may not be shiny, but it feels like there's power from within. And I'm going to...
Cool, it's so not shiny. Where are the shinies, Flynn?
Look at me, you're the one who wanted to dig up the dirt. Yeah, I'm going to kind of shake off the mud from it, and we'll just pack it up and deal with it later.
As you shake off the mud, and you clean it up a little bit, do you have prestidigitation?
I don't have that activated right
Prestidigitation.
Thank you. As you wipe it off a little bit, it begins to take shape, and it looks a little something like this.
My first kiss went a little like this. Where is it? Where'd you post
General
it?
chat.
General chat.
Just general shot.
General chat. Oh,
Cool.
There you go, Thalia. Another item for Flynn.
cool. Love it.
The thing is, I have no idea what it is, so...
I'm
just
sure if
joshing.
you spend 30 minutes looking at it real hard, I'm sure it'll tell you what
Well,
exactly.
I have a pearl and an identify for later, you know, but we're not gonna... we got people like 30 feet from us that hate our guts, man, and we're in the trash, so let's get going.
Well, they probably think we belong there, so it's fine.
We should probably retrieve your armor and effects.
Oh,
Yes.
So we sent Mia out down this road, didn't we? We gotta find her.
Yeah, Mia's getting my horse. Did that ever occur?
I was getting to that, and you guys decided
Okay.
to dig into the fucking mud. But as you finish this
I didn't
excavation,
decide.
Hey, you put this in our minds. We're gonna be turning over every stone now.
as you continue through, and by the way, that's only going to make sense. If it makes sense, I'll allow it, right? So as you push on through, sloshing through this disgusting mound of old garbage heap, you hear the sound of hooves on road as Mia comes charging in like a bat out of hell. And as she pulls back, whoa, and dismounts, she approaches Lady Thalia. Are you okay, milady? What happened?
We were able to we were able to quell the beast, thankfully.
Then what is the smoke? Why do I see fire?
I thought it wasn't fire. I thought it was just the singeing of the acid of things.
You see smoke smoldering in the distance.
The snail trail.
That too.
Do I know what that is? Like,
Yeah,
if I look at
a
it,
house just fell down from acid.
yeah, it didn't catch on fire. It got melted.
Yeah, but how does Mia know that? She's seeing it from a distance. She's just entering town.
It doesn't make smoke. Or I guess he fireballed it, didn't he?
What's
I
all
don't
this?
remember.
What's the smell? What happened? Please explain.
I don't remember what Flynn did.
It
What did
wasn't
Flynn do
me.
last session?
I didn't fireball.
We didn't fireball.
I thought that's what happened.
Mia
Nope.
explains. I'm so glad you're safe, Lady Thalia.
I'm glad you're safe too. Thanks for bringing Tugi. You did a good job.
And here's your gear. As she seems to pull out this satchel with your armor in it.
I will take it, and I can't really do much with it because I'm not gonna put it on in front of everybody.
Yeah, well, maybe when we get some distance, you should consider putting that armor on. No idea what we're gonna fight on this road.
And who knows how friendly they'll be after my charm wears off. We should probably hurry.
As you make
All right.
haste, exiting town, what is the plan, gentlemen?
To the
let's-
To await the results of the messenger that was sent out.
How far is Shiloh Thumar from the fort? Wasn't it like 3 days?
I think it's 1 or 2.
It's in the first. It's within that time frame, and it's, I believe, directly north. I could pull up the map in a hot second here.
Be
We
right back.
should probably rest up before we make our way to the fort. I doubt the dogs will be there yet, but we should at least get far enough away from here, make camp, and discuss our next steps.
Agreed.
It's a shame the Enclave wouldn't let us do more here.
Well, they know the basics. Black ooze bad.
Yes,
I hope that's enough.
Thalia, while I do agree with your mindset, your passion did almost get into us to a lot of trouble.
I apologize. However, I will not sit idly by while people dishonor me.
Yes, well, just remember there are other lives at stake in this party.
As you continue
Very
to make
well.
your way down the road, at least up until the point of where the perimeter of the town is, you can see some of these Enclave members kind of tailing you out. They don't seem to be aggressive, but they're just trying to, they're probably just watching you leave, making sure you follow through with, what choice you were given here. With Charlotte Thamar at your aft, you continue to make your way towards Gorkin's Hold. Down the road a piece, you walk a few hours. It's noon. You guys sit and rest. You eat your food, your rations, talk about the last couple of hours and the incident that happened at Charlotte Thamar, try to make heads or tails of the situation as you banter back and forth about the desire of wanting to help and how the Enclave just doesn't seem to want you there, even at the behest of, being able to do some actual good. They don't seem to see it that way. The thought of it itself bothers you. Nevertheless, as focused as you all are, and at the command of your rockbend, you pack up your lunch and you get ready to continue to push on in towards the evening. At about dusk, or just before dusk. You're on this road. There's a rocky outcropping on your left hand side. The road straightens out, and as you continue to make your way towards Gorkin's Hold, in the distance, you would notice this. Your best guess, if you were to squint and kind of, he's decently far away. He's small on the horizon, but there seems to be a person approaching from that way, in the from the opposite direction towards you. The pathway this person is taking seems to be slightly staggered. Even at this distance, you can tell, even through all the foliage and the trees that seem to engulf this area and the high vegetation and the marsh-like road here, you can tell that he's quite staggered as he's walking towards your direction.
So since it's dusk, we took a long rest?
No. It's still the same day. You guys took a long rest the evening prior. So it's not quite dinner time yet. It's around dusk. I'll give you a short rest.
That does not help me whatsoever.
Should have been a warlock. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
You guys remember what happened last time a stranger interrupted us on our travel?
Yes, and I am quite tapped out. I don't even think I could manifest any type of spells.
Well,
I'll get him.
didn't the same Marcus was coming down to approach this town?
Yes, but either that man is drunk or very injured. And, I mean, we've dealt with Maurice. I doubt that he would be in either one of those shapes.
True. Flynn's going to look at Thalia for a second to see if he has his armor on. Or she has his armor on.
She does not.
If we took a
Now-
short rest, dude.
She hasn't really had her chance to.
Truth be told, it's been a couple of hours since you've left Shalathamar, so if you feel Thalia would have taken an opportunity to put her armor on, I'm totally cool with it. If you wish, that's up to you.
Sure, I think that works, I guess.
So during the course of that, maybe just before lunch or during lunch, you maybe went off into the fucking tree line behind a bushy bush and did whatever it is that you do, your rituals of your armor. Nevertheless, then, to answer your question there, Flynn, yes, she would have her armor currently on.
And I just equipped it, so we're all set.
Well, I suppose we could go ask him. As I'm looking down the path at this staggering individual.
Yes,
I'm also
Thalia-
going to be on Tugi.
I always, by default,
Okay.
in my head, you're always on your mount. By default. That's
Okay.
just me. Unless you tell
Sounds
me
good.
otherwise.
Gotcha.
Well,
Flynn,
in the open
There's-
world, let's clarify. In the open world.
There's a stone cropping, you said, right?
So there is like some rocky terrain on your left shoulder, more woodsy on your right. The woods does, and the tree line does extend. It's just the elevation is rocky, and it's like marshy to it. It's almost as if this is like where, if it was to rain, you can tell that the rain would kind of pool here, or at least kind of the terrain itself channels a lot of water flow through here. It's not a swamp; just the ground gets highly saturated. And that saturation leads to much more vegetation, much more thicker ferns and marshes and mosses, rather. I would even go ahead and say, like, occasionally you would slap at your neck from an insect bite, or maybe like those gnats are in your face and they kind of get annoying from time to time. It's that kind of saturation. Really, really lush green here.
Flea, could you post up on those rocks? Flynn with me in the woods, and we'll keep an overwatch over Thalia. And Thalia, do be careful. It could be somebody who is infected as well.
Understood.
Okay.
As Thalia, marches forward on her trusty noble steed. 15, 20 seconds down the road, your horse at full gallop, as this individual does seem to be taken slightly aback. But as Thalia gets closer, she's going to roll me a perception check, please.
Un momento. Eh, 21.
Nice. With the 21, what you're going to do, you notice right off the bat something's off. You know, this person who's staggering, you realize it's more of a limp than a stagger. You also realize that his arms don't sway as he's moving closer towards you, or at least as you move closer to him, I guess at this point because you're on the horse. You also notice that his arms seem to be behind him. And as you get even closer, let's say 30 feet, as you start to slow down to a gallop and a trot, you also see that his mouth seems to be bandaged shut, as if it was tied behind him, and as if he was gagged, basically.
Does he appear to be in distress, or is he just kind of like lumbering along?
As you squint your eyes to make it more clear and kind of position your helmet in a way to give you a good focal point, peering through the metal of your helmet, there seems to be scarring or cuts, dried blood on his cheeks. He does look to be banged up, and he looks like a prisoner who happens to be without captors.
Does he appear to be coughing or exhibiting any symptoms of the sickness that I am aware of?
You know, for an early fall day where it's supposed to be crisp and air is like that, he looks like he's been trudging through or running for a while as sweat. He seems to be malnourished to you, at least at a glance. In fact, roll a medicine check just because I think that would make sense.
Natural
Fucking
20.
shit. So yeah, he looks malnourished. He looks dehydrated. He's sweating. His outfit, even though it's ripped up, it looks like he once wore a tabard, but he has his armor kind of shredded a little bit. He's just kind of like in a t-shirt. It looks like, you know, the undercoat that you put under armor, your clothing. It looks like that without the armor on top of it, right? As if it was removed from him or torn off or whatever the fuck.
Gotcha.
He's definitely he doesn't look healthy, but you don't feel. I mean, at this range and at this moment, he just doesn't look healthy. More exhaustion than anything.
And he is gagged effectively, right?
Yes,
or at least from what I can tell.
As he comes closer to you and sees you and recognizes, or at least he looks at your regalia, he would say,
I will ride up to him and I guess I'm just gonna remove his gag. I'm gonna remove his gag.
Remove his gag. Roll me a history check.
A history check for removing a gag?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember how to remove a gag?
Thanks, Siri. You're so helpful. 20.
Look at you. Where were these rolls the past couple of sessions? Awesome. So as you hack your way to success, as you roll and do your history check, you kind of peel down the gag and remove from his mouth. Are you on your horse still, or have you dismounted to do this?
I'm on my horse still.
Okay, good. You look at his face. He seems vaguely familiar to you. Maybe 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, maybe even 3 weeks ago. As you look at his face, you see this fella. He's old. Copy. You see this guy?
General chat again.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
As you look at
I
his
don't
face,
remember.
you look to your left, you look to your right, and you realize that he's alone. The last time you saw this guy, he wasn't alone. In fact, it takes you a second to realize, and you point to him. Joseph? Joseph Black? As you remember a campfire with a
Is he the guy who gave me the book thing?
No, but he traveled with them. You remember this guy as being the
Okay.
more rude of the bunch.
Ah, okay. I kind of remember. It's been a hot
Yep,
minute.
it has been. And as you
Okay.
look at him, he looks to you. God, I didn't think you were ever gonna fucking do it. Can you get the bindings too, please? As he turns around.
I'm not entirely sure I should.
Why not? You should leave me out here to die? What the hell's wrong with you?
I just want to know why you're bound.
And I want to know why you don't want to help a friend. What, you don't remember me? I sure in hell remember you. Marconi only does fucking, ooh, Thalia this, Thalia that. God, non-fucking stop with Thalia this, Thalia that. Granted, thank you for, taking this shit off my mouth, but I'm the fuck honorary. Let's go.
Who bound you?
We can talk. Just, can you please? These mosquitoes are like digging at my neck. I just, please.
Sounds like the easiest way to get that off is to answer my questions.
Who do you think took me? It's only been the problem with the whole
Enclave?
fucking area. Yeah, the fucking Enclave. They beat the shit out of me too. All right, is that what you want to know? Think I'm proud of that?
Where's the rest of your party?
I don't know. Got away, I guess. Left me fucking hanging to dry. Damn assholes. I swear, if I see Marconi again, I'm gonna punch him in the face. Seth too, that prick. He's always like this leave me alone kind of guy. And I never knew that it was, such an extroverted thing to just leave me alone when I needed him most, right? You travel with these freaking guys for months, and what happens? Nothing. Drop you at the perfect time to, save their own fucking skins. You happy? Can you please take this off?
Yeah. What is he bound by?
Like a
His
leather
hands.
bindings, like leather wrappings.
Okay. I'll lean over and pull my dagger and cut them. I mean, he seems genuine, right? Like he doesn't seem like he's he doesn't seem. I don't know. The way you're talking, it sounds like he's just blabbering on, like he's not actually thinking about what he's talking about.
I mean,
Which makes him
he
seem more genuine
seems
to me.
he seems upset. He seems like he got his ass beat, as the cuts on his face are dried blood and everything. He's sweaty. He's muddy. He probably has a couple of mosquito bites that you'd see on his neck. Things like that. He doesn't look happy. Based on your last encounter with him, you remember him being kind of a sarcastic, rude type. And I believe there was a conversation you had with Marconi over the course of that night. And you would remember him talking about how Joseph's kind of a hard pill to swallow, but once you get past that shell, but he doesn't seem to be off key to you.
Okay. Yeah. I'll let him go.
Thank you. For a second there, I thought you were gonna leave me be.
I apologize, but we've had our own dealings, and right now it's difficult to tell friend from foe.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Hey, you got water? I'm really, really thirsty. I must have been walking for, I feel like, maybe 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, I'll hand him my water skin.
Gulp, 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 gulp. And he got up, getting that last drop. He'll burp extremely loud. Dog, stop it. He'll burp extremely loud and hand you back an empty water skin. Thank you. What about food? You got food too? Or are you gonna charge me? Come on,
Well,
come
since
on.
you seem
Consider it
very
a gift from
since you
Helm.
Oh,
last I checked, Helm wasn't a charity god.
Yeah. What is it? The red rook, right? No, the pawn, the crimson
The
pawn,
Red Rook.
the crimson pawn.
this is actually pretty funny.
No food for you.
Come on. You come this far. I mean, I'm grateful for the water, but come on. I know you spit in it, didn't you? Is that what it is? No, you don't share. Helm is not the all powerful. He's the what? The entity of fucking selfishness now. God. Anyway, look.
Well, good luck going to Shiloh tomorrow. And I'm going to start.
Wait!
writing
Oh, I'm just kidding. All right. Fine. You relax. Take a fucking joke. What are you doing out here anyway? I thought you were heading I heard you were heading overseas or something.
We were just escorting somebody to Shiloh Lamar, but now since that point we've had a lot of dealings with the Enclave, and now we are not really sure where we're going.
Well,
Speaking of, I'm gonna signal to everybody else to like come on down, everything's good.
everyone else would see a couple hundred feet. Let's just call it a football field. About a football field's away, you'll see Thalia kind of flagging you guys up. What do you guys want to do?
Seems the coast is clear. Let's go, Flynn. Flee!
Oh,
Is that a
We walk
complete
up.
sentence?
yes.
Okay, because I heard "all" and then that was it.
It was supposed to be high.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
As you guys make your way closer, Joseph kind of squints his eyes and kind of says, "Oh, the whole gang is here, huh? I see you're missing a few. What happened?"
Missing
Well,
a
Mom, that's what
who
happened.
are we missing since?
Didn't you have like this big fat ass elephant, half-legged thing?
Yeah, and the fucking yeah.
And
Jesus.
I believe you had like a demon foot, not a demon folk. What out of character? What was your other character's race?
Tiefling.
Oh, that was Tiefling.
It was also
They were
a
both
tiefling.
Tieflings.
Yeah, did you? So you traded a freak for a unicorn freak?
Excuse me?
Oh, my apologies. One-horned one. So anyway,
It's a rhinoceros.
a rhinoceros. I guess you drop an elephant and you pick up a rhino. That's great. Yeah.
Well, you're
You guys-
just rude, aren't you? And the word rude's gonna echo in his mind as he takes some vicious mockery points.
Oh shit. Okay. Roll your vicious mockery. That's a what kind of a save is that? I believe is it a save or a rolled attack? I forget.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it's a charisma.
It's a wisdom save, 14.
Yep, wisdom.
Okay, so let's go with roll.
Charisma saves are extraordinarily rare.
Yeah, and this one extraordinarily failed it. As he kind of, I don't want to say cowers.
No,
but
it just like the word echoes in his brain and just kind of rattles him a little bit.
he, he'll take that into consideration, and he will just passive aggressively ignore you as he kind of okay, all right, whatever. Look, I know the Enclave, as you can tell, they've been doing like this. I don't know if they're mass recruiting. I don't know what's going on, but they are fucking everywhere. We were camping out. They found us in the woods. We were going towards Gorkin's Hole to deliver a package, and they took us, or me. I don't know. It happened all so fast. I don't remember where Marconi went. I don't. Pardon me. I don't know where Seth is or Fulton. I don't know. All I know is that I remember seeing a campfire, things flash, and then I wake up on like this stone floor. It smelled weird to me. It was like it was burnt, kind of a smell. And then Maurice came in. He told me He wants to talk to somebody, a liaison for the Dogs of War. No, I don't know. He says he has something to say, and he would like to discuss things. Obviously, Marconi's not here, so Rockbend Rhino, are you able to speak to Maurice?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, Rockbend Singlehorn.
Soraka.
Soraka?
Soraka.
Soraka. Rockman Soraka. You need to talk to him. If he doesn't talk to someone soon, he said he's going to begin hunting down not only us more fiercely, but he'll also hunt down the people we love. Would you be able to talk to him? And then we can bring that information back.
Out of game, did we actually decide to leave the Dogs of War, or are we still kind of up in the air on our allegiance there?
So I'm still holding strong with the dogs, but again, if it conflicts with my passion to help somebody, she's going to forfeit everything to try and help somebody.
Gotcha. Okay.
She's gonna look around to the party. We had dealings with Maurice Pryor, and they were not as willing to talk as you make it seem.
I don't know. I'm surprised they didn't even kill me. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't see much. It was dark. They had me bound. They didn't let me speak. They punched me in the face. I don't want to talk about it. All right, it's embarrassing. Okay, but as a advocate of the dogs, I must do my due diligence. And look, just I was waiting at Gorkill's Hold. You need to get there.
So they've taken up Gorkill's Hold.
Oh, what happened? I thought we had that place under our control. I don't understand when or what the fuck is going on.
Well, when
Gorkill's Hold is the fortress that we took, right?
Correct. Okay. So
I believe it was supposed to be under the control of Edmund, if I remember. I don't.
Sarah Quim.
And Sarah Quim, I believe. Yes, you're right. Sorry.
Does anyone know of Edmund? I've never heard that name before.
Mia raises her hand.
Yeah.
Edmund was I was supposed to protect him. He's the one. And she'll stop talking for a moment.
He was Mia's former master.
So they decide to murder a whole dog's fortress, and now they're looking to extend the olive branch with us? That doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to hear him when you're getting cracked in the fucking face.
Are we sure that the timeline isn't weird here and we already handled Gorkill's Hold and it's still undefended?
Unless you were there,
because we left it alone.
Is this out of character or in character?
No,
This
the
is out of
timeline makes
character.
sense. They must have recaptured after we took it and abandoned it.
Nobody was there to hold it.
Makes sense. I mean, why wouldn't they just grab it if they could?
Guys, we can farm it. We just kill everybody. Then we leave, let them retake it, and then we just go back in, get it again.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am not a farmer.
No, sounds like we're gonna go have a little chat.
Let's hope this one goes better than the last. So, Mr. Joseph.
Yeah, what's up?
Will you be coming with us?
Oh yeah, he's coming with us.
I'm
We're gonna
sorry.
drag his ass there. Oh yeah, you're dogs of war, and seeing
this-
we're down some people.
And this
You can
area
help us.
is held by the Enclave. I mean, I know we're walking into the Tiger's Den, but you might have better chances with us.
Well, hold on. All right, This is not my contract. I didn't sign up for this. I need to go get another. I need to find my party. I need to see what the hell's going on, and
Your
beat
party
the shit
should
out
be
of
at
them.
Gurken's hold.
Oh, you're right. This isn't our contract either. We should probably head back and grab another contract.
You're the one with rank here. You have a duty to your people.
And you have a duty to your people as well.
You're right.
Rockbin or not.
My people are missing. I need to
Wait.
find them.
Isn't Soraka a higher authority than you? So you have to listen to her?
Roll a persuasion check, sir.
Persuasion. 22.
As he kind of grunts at you. Fine, but you're going to have to give me a weapon or an armor or something. I'm not going to go back to take a knife for some people I don't even know. She wouldn't even feed me.
Oh.
Flea turned into a villager.
Oh, I think Flea or Thalia has a hand crossbow you could use.
Well, but Thalia has mine right now.
Fine. Here, give it here.
I'll hand him both of the ones that I had, because I don't need it.
He'll look at
You
both.
break them.
He'll look at both, and the one that he feels looks the best and the most reliable, and he'll toss the other one.
You break that one, I break your hands.
Yeah. Right. You're gonna have to reach my hands first, kid. All right. So anyway, let's get going then. All right. Like I said, I think I was walking for about 2 days. If we hustle it, can we rest first at least? We have all day tomorrow to get there. You guys want to? I saw this clearing over there. It had a little pool of water next to it. It's nice. I could use the rest. And maybe some salve. You guys got some salve for my face? It still stings from the sweat.
Maybe if you ask nicely.
Please.
Roll a persuasion.
Nat 20. No, I'm just kidding. I'll roll. Hold on. Please.
What is that verse? Is that verse my insight?
First, whatever you want. This is your roll. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Oh God.
I want to roll a contesting strength check against the persuasion check.
I mean, like I said, he literally said it the way I said it. Please, like, kind of like attitude-y.
You'll make it through the night.
Right, fine, whatever, dude. Just don't help. Fine. Oh, it's over here. And he starts walking in a direction that he saw a nice clearing. And he's right. It's nice. It's lush. You got like the rocky outcropping to your left, a little bit of a divot. You got the trees on that side. It's the canopy kind of covers. It's off of like this. It's a road, but once again, it's an area that you can tell collects a lot of saturation because of natural probably runoff and erosion, things like that. But it's lush. It's very, really, really lush. In fact, a lot of the bedding, or at least the plant life here, you can bed it down and probably create like this nice, soft, makeshift bedding if necessary, which Joseph begins to do. What are you guys going to do?
Start setting up camp.
Do I see that there's any animal tracks nearby?
I love the fact that you asked that question. Roll a nature check with advantage, please, because you'll see why.
Oh shit. Flea, we'll definitely need you to find something. I am completely out of rations.
Yeah, gonna have to inspo that.
Okay, that's fine. I can't believe you actually rolled that bad. That's terrible.
Wow.
Gets even worse.
Wow.
Like each of those was like a high number, and then it hits the corner and just tilts a little bit.
That's fantastic. Okay, so you look around. There's tracks everywhere. The fact that there's so much, it's so matted down, and they're so modge podge together. It looks to be natural, mixed in with foot traffic, mixed in with everything in their mother going through here. It's just so much that you can't discern specific things. So as you're looking around like that, Soraka, what are you doing as camp is in the process of being set up?
She's helping set up everything. I imagine Thalia's tent might take like a 2-person job, so she might be helping me. And
Okay.
in between the comings and goings, she'll drop one of her salves from one of her medicine bags in front of D-bag here.
So you're right next to D-bag then?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Like
then
this is between her comings and goings. Like she's not even
understand.
gonna stop walking and just like drop in front of him.
Sure. As you're still within his 5-foot proximity, you drop it. We'll pause that interaction right there. Flynn, right? Flynn.
Flynn's just gonna probably just collect some sticks and wood, for the fire. That's gonna happen, and he's just kind of piling them up there for now.
Flynn, as you look around and you kind of like peel back some brush to kind of pull some kindling off to get some fire stuff started, you push back the bush, and sitting in front of you looks like a golden retriever. Literally sitting, just staring at you. And the tail's just wagging slowly.
I'm just gonna jump back and be like, "Guys, there's a dog over here."
As you jump back and the brush kind of pushes back, covering this golden retriever, it kind of just walks forward a little bit out of the brush and just sits in front of you.
Can I go over and see it?
Sure, Thalia. As you go over and take a look at it.
I would like to try and make it my friend.
Explain.
I'm gonna walk up to it and kind of like kneel down and hold my hand out, palm up. I'm like, here, boy. Or can I discern gender from distance?
Sure, it's got a big dick.
I am proficient in animal handling.
It's got the biggest fucking
red rocket of all time.
Golden retriever lipstick you've ever seen.
Whose horse is that?
Whose horse is that?
Gina, the horse is here.
As you acknowledge this creature, here, boy, give me a
animal handling check.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Don't fuck me, frog.
I'm not fucking you. I there's a method to my madness.
Yeah,
you hush your face.
Yeah.
Okay, roll your animal
Is this like
first.
the history check to remove the fucking gag?
No, the history check will see if you remember who the fuck this guy was.
Okay.
Oh! So,
I was like, why the fuck is it a history check to remove the gag?
Just like when I say roll an insight check, you have no idea what I want you to roll against. But since you're so adamant about animal handling, go ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate that, frog.
Sweet. Now, roll me an insight check.
All right. Woof.
Okay. Here, boy, as you kind of beckon to this creature. It turns its head, acknowledging you're calling it, but it's still just like it's a slow pant too. It's like the tail is not wagging rapidly; it's just like slow wag. It's at that point. So Soraka, now as you drop the salve and you kind of look up, you see coming. Oh, I can't believe I'm actually doing an impression here. This is embarrassing. As you're picking up, you're doing your shit, setting up the tents and whatnot, putting the fucking poles together, what have you. You hear, and out comes this chicken that seems to be pecking at the ground some 5 feet away from you.
Are we on farmland?
Nope.
Well, I guess the gods are favoring us. Joseph, could you get us to dinner there?
As Joseph turns to acknowledge you, he'll see the salve on the ground and be like, oh. He reaches over to pick up the salve. And that's when you kind of hear the sounds of ruffling or rustling kind of vegetation. And it's almost like, you remember the scene in Jurassic Park where the raptors are kind of going to the cornfield?
Mm-hmm.
Part 2?
Mm-hmm.
Much smaller scale. You know, as you'll see like this kind of movement in the high grass and plant life vegetation. And as Joseph's like, oh, you see Joseph is just standing one moment hunched over, and then the next, his leg gets pulled out from underneath him, and he begins to get pulled backwards through the brush. Ah! Ah! And then this plant, as this kind of like pulls him in and engulfs him. You see Joseph's feet. Everyone roll initiative.
Jesus.
Son of a bitch.
22.
A 6.
Oh shit! Hold on. I should probably click the run encounter thing. What was your numbers again that you already rolled?
You know what? I'm gonna spend my my inspiration on that.
Okay. And
Much better.
Got you. So 20 for Thalia. Soraka, what'd you get?
5.
Flea, what'd you get?
22.
Oops.
I got a 6.
And a 6 for the Flinster. Let me auto roll my initiative.
The Flintstone.
The Flintstones.
Flintstones.
Meet the Flintstones. All right. Let me go ahead and pull up the map for you guys. Pardon me.
Hot. Thanks, Frog.
Change the fucking music. Let's get the
You know what's
mood.
something that fucking fast food customers do? Like every other fucking customer does this. They will either cough or sneeze right before they start ordering, right into your ear, every fucking time. And it's like, thanks, I really fucking appreciate that. We were just talking about it earlier today.
I'm truly sorry that happens. No, that's gotta be annoying
It's
as fuck.
just- It is.
Yeah, time to kill a plant.
Is it another shambling mouth?
Hold on, I gotta I gotta move your
Am I on the
tokens.
table?
Yeah, I'm getting there. Hold on. I haven't
Okay.
summoned you. I haven't summoned you yet because I'm setting
Oh.
up.
Okay.
Because
Everybody was talking about cool stuff. I just wanted to know.
well, I need to associate your locations with what choices you all made. I don't know why there's 2 Joseph Blacks on the table. That's weird. Okay, which puts Soraka here,
It's a doppelganger.
which puts you here, which puts Flynn here. I am almost there, gentlemen. I apologize.
It's all right. Take a little bio break.
Bio break.
The premise of this fight is so fucking ridiculous, it makes me laugh. Let's do that, and then we'll do... Alright guys, you ready to get something to this board?
Do it.
Give it to me, baby. Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Summoner has disconnected.
Actually, I gotta change the name of this thing. Results.
Who the fuck is that? That's not a German Shepherd. There's a random rabbit here too.
I like the name.
What's the name?
Big fucking plant.
And there's a goose and a ferret.
All right, guys.
Mushrooms!
Where do you see mushrooms?
There's a bunch of them all over the place. There's like some purple ones behind us. There's some
Oh,
red ones
you're
up
talking.
ahead.
You're talking about it's different. No, that's just decoration. They're talking about creatures.
There's
So there are mushroom creatures.
a beaver.
All right, are you guys ready?
Oh, and a snake. Oh my god, there's everything. I'm having way too much fun.
Good.
Trying to find all the
Good.
things.
That makes me happy. All right, guys. Are you all ready? Is Soraka back yet?
Yeah, I'm here.
Is which one's Joseph? Is he the guy with the spear or
Yeah. if you
Joseph
hold-
will probably be eaten.
yeah, he's currently
Oh, and
halfway
that's
in this
Neo.
thing's mouth.
Gotcha. That's not a fucking shambling mound.
All right, guys. Here we go. Flee. As you would hear at first, because you're kind of looking at the floor, right? When all started, you're kind of trying to make heads or tails, and for plant life, and all this is happening simultaneously, or for the animals. And as you hear as Joseph's gonna drag on the ground and then gulped, fucking Little Shop of Horror style, you would look up and you would see a goose kind of right next to you, sitting. Quack. And it does that little goose hiss, that the tongue sticks out a little bit, that goose hiss, as it begins to kind of flap its wings really violently at you.
Fuck do you want? You want me to snap your neck?
And you're first, Lee.
So he's getting dangled, about to get eaten, right?
Yeah, so as far as you're concerned, Joseph Black is currently inside this creature, unflavoring it as his feet is kicking out of it. So you see his feet and you hear muffled screams.
No wonder your party got captured, you freaking idiot. Gonna take a pot shot at the plant. Considering this is the first engage, it would be assassinate, right?
Of course. I'll
Hey.
never take that away from you.
That's a crit. So is that a double crit?
The
Crazy.
hell?
Go ahead.
One shot.
Yeah, we won.
So I have to ask, is that a double crit?
Is it no? So whatever dot. Hold on.
So
read the
if it-
assassination.
Assassination is if it hits, it automatically crits. But
No.
I've never gotten a crit on
Yeah.
top of.
Unfortunately, your hit already crits, so you wouldn't roll your dice twice, right?
Yeah.
Because
You
it's
don't
alright.
even roll. I don't think you even roll. For
That's
assassination,
that's
right?
a 30 points of damage.
That's what your double dice.
That's with the double dice just for the crossbow. Here is sneak attack. Sneak attack does 15. And 6 poison.
All right, give me 1 second while I update some stuff right quick.
Does everything when you assassinate on the first round crit, or is it just the actual
As long as I'm attacking a creature that has not gone, and I hit, it's an automatic crit.
Yeah, but I think the rule is just the attack and nothing like the sneak attack wouldn't crit.
No,
but now
it
does
definitely
now.
affects the sneak
Okay.
attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
under the rules of crit, any dice that is rolled during that one attempt.
Yeah,
Would-
that's why that's why rogues are really, really good, because they just fucking pump out a shitload of damage on that first round.
So I think that was 51 points of damage.
Yeah, yeah.
with 6 of that being poison, and I move 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3.
That's why paladin rogue multi-class is so fucking stupid, because you can fucking smite on that shit too.
Team
And
of 51.
bunch of
That's
fucking
almost
dumbass.
almost broke Fate's record, dude. Jesus Christ.
It's a hell of a-
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Your bolt collides into this creature with such force that it's almost like a bullet entry. It actually, the kinetic energy just kind of ripples through the vine and literally shreds one of the vines off, and it kind of withers like a squealing snake or an eel after its head is cut off. It just kind of slithers in the ground. That was an awesome hit. Good
That
job.
was almost max roll on the crossbow hit. It was 2 8s and 2 7s.
Would that be your turn, you said?
Yes, that's all I could do.
Thalia, you are up.
So, I guess I am not actually on Tugi because I definitely had to bend over and kneel down in order
Speaking
to
of
interact with the
Tugi,
dog.
let me
Yeah.
put Tugi on the fucking table.
Let's wherever Mia was setting up the tents, have Tugi be over there. I was off of Tugi.
It's fine.
Let's
I'm gonna
keep it
have
fair here.
I'm gonna have to make Tugi again. Give me 1 second here. I apologize.
It's okay. Yeah, it's fine. We don't even have to worry about her. I'm not gonna use her.
Yeah, but the plant might.
No, the plant's not going to because the plant's over there. All right. So I am going to. Whoops! Why would you switch to 2B?
Hey, Frog, whenever you have a chance, you have to let me back on the table.
Yes, sir.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right, pause before. Okay, that's your movement. Before you make any more actions, as you walk
Yeah.
away from this German Shepherd, Border Collie, whatever the fuck it is, it lunges at your ankle
Okay,
with a snap of its teeth.
do it. You won't. No balls.
16 to hit. Probably not your armor.
Yep, no.
It clink. You feel the pressure bite down on your armor, but nothing happens.
Disregarded.
It doesn't
Not
growl
even.
either.
Just does it.
Nope.
There's something fucky going on around here. As for Mia, there's a fucking beaver. I love the beaver.
Fresh food, man.
I love beaver too.
Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah, big fan.
Okay, so that's plenty of space. So Mia is going to make a bow attack, I think she can do.
Sure.
I'm gonna pull up her fucking board here. Yeah, she's got a longbow. Okay. She's got a +3 to hit, so I'm gonna roll that. I don't really have an elegant way of doing this, so
That's fine.
bear with
Make
me.
it work.
So it's gonna be a 15 on her bow attack there.
Aligns
Yeah.
in with plant.
Okay.
It makes purchase.
Okay, and does she have extra attack yet? I don't think she does.
I doubt that.
Where's the damage on that? +3 to hit. 1d8 +1. Okay. 8 damage.
Damage into that creature. Another hole. That hole in the creature starts to kind of like ooze this green, thick, like aloe vera juice.
Okay.
Juicy.
And that will be my turn.
Man,
Am I 5 feet away from the snake thing here? Or am I outside of that?
you're within attack range.
Okay. Alright. I'm done.
Soraka, the chicken, is gonna go and it's going to jump with its 2 claws and start trying to rake at your face.
Ah! Get it off!
Ah! Bed.
Wow, with a 21 to hit as it catches you by surprise.
God.
You take
Sirocco
47 point. No, I'm just kidding. You take
Are these the chickens from fucking Zelda?
Yeah.
you take scratches to your face for 4 points of slashing damage. Give me an insight check or an investigation, whichever one you feel is better here.
A 26.
You get a real close look at this chicken. As it was clawing at you, You know, you're no stranger to the way a chicken coop smells, or the concept of a chicken. First of all, there's no farms in the woods. Second of all, the chicken smelled different to you. It smelled earthy, almost like mossy in a way. It was strange. And then you're like, ow, it's fucking clawing me in the face. And then that is its turn. F is next, as you would not have seen, because let's just say it was under some piles, and you hear a hissing and a rattle at Soraka. A strike from a snake. Wow, that was actually a crit. Go ahead.
Hold on a second. It's on here somewhere. I thought it was somewhere in here. Maybe it isn't. Wavering mark. Maybe I don't have it yet. Maybe that's next level.
Okay.
I thought I had it. The thing that enables me to change the target of somebody's attack if they're within 5 feet of me, or if they're targeting something within 5 feet of me.
Yep. I know what you're talking about. I forgot the name of it though.
I don't see it, so I guess maybe I don't have it. I'm gonna look it up, but
Okay.
I guess carry on for right now.
Sure. So, as you feel the fangs of this creature dig into your thigh, Soraka, you hear what sounds like snap, snap, and you feel it sink into your flesh for 8 points of piercing damage. As it rears its head back from under the brush, rattling, you look down at your leg, and you see two things sticking out of your leg. And out of a reaction, you kind of poke it out. It kind of looks like a rose's thorn that snapped out of this snake. Really strange. You pick the other one up, and it looks just like it. A curved thorn in place of what you felt should have been teeth. Next is... Quack, 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 quack. You know what? Fuck you. This thing is flapping at you, and it's going to charge at you, Mr. Flea.
No!
Wow, I am on fire. That's another crit.
Great!
For 9 points of, let's call it blunt damage, as this fucking wings are just whacking at you. Bah, 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 smacking on your face and everything. You're like, ah! 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 A is next. A is the dog. As you hear a whimper, Flynn, a pant, and it lunges at you, going for your throat. 23 to hit. That was almost a crit, sir.
Hits.
5 points of piercing damage chunks into your neck area. Your cloak and whatever armor seems to be withstanding much of it, but you're kind of like trying to push this creature off your fucking neck and kind of wrestling with this dog in midair. As you kind of wrangle its fur a little bit to twist it off, you hear a snap, and as you peel some of the fur off, tossing the dog back onto the ground, the fur begins to melt into your hands, into this green goo, and you kind of sloshed it onto the ground. And the creature's fur, where it once was fur, you'll just see like what looks like greenish, oozy flesh, and then it slowly starts to grow fur in that spot again.
Ugh.
E is next. I don't know the sound a weasel makes. Actually, that's a beaver.
Weeks.
I don't know what sound a beaver makes, but
It kind of like whines.
as it charges towards Mia, it's gonna say, how much wood can a woodchuck chuck? And attempt to bite Mia. What is Mia's armor class?
That is a great question, Frog. She has a 16.
An 11 is not going to do it as Mia fucking football kicks this thing away. Give me an athletics check. If you roll over a 15, I'll push this beaver back 5 feet.
+2 on that. Oh, wait, is she proficient? She is. The +4. So, 12.
You bop it in the face, but it stays in its current location. Now, the big dog is up.
You're talking about B the Badger?
He's coming up. He's coming up after Soraka. Flynn, you're after the big plant. Soraka, you're after Flynn. So, big fucking plant. Take that measuring tool out of there, please. Whoever's.
Oh, is that me? I'm sorry, that might be me.
I'm gonna have to measure something real quick.
There we go. It should be gone. Right, it's gone now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let's just say Joseph is not there. He's inside the plant. You hear and see. So what you see is like vines kind of doing this whole like tank track thing, but plants rolling over and kind of rolling closer towards you as these tendrils lash out of its body or of its main area there. Ah, boy. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, guys. I'm gonna roll 3d4s. Thalia. Odds or evens. If you guess it, if it lands on whatever you choose, those are the hits that you're gonna take, and then vice versa.
Odds.
Odds. 3d4 go. We got a 3, a 3, and a 4. So 2 go to you, Thalia. 1 goes to Soraka. Who wants to take it first? Thalia, Soraka?
Me.
All right. The 2 vines lash out towards you. One for a 22, the other for a 21.
Jesus. Yeah, they both hit.
All right. The first one smacks at you. And slams and slashes and rakes across whatever chinks in your armor as it kind of wraps around you, sliding. That just seems like a constricting snake, but vines, and it just shreds whatever it can find for 9 points of slashing damage. The second one also wraps around you, doing the same general effect for an additional 8 points of damage. If the target creature. You are wrapped up in these tendrils, giving you the grappled condition. Until the grapple ends, you are effectively restrained. Okay. So as those 2 hold you, the third one lashes out at Soraka for a 17 to hit.
Misses.
Really? Wow.
I'm a cleric.
Beautiful. It smacks on the ground next to you, tries to grab around your ankle to pull you in, but you lift your foot up and it just kind of pulls back just earth and debris. Well done. You start to hear from inside the plant, it burns! And that is its turn. Flynn.
All right, Flynn's gonna move. Let's go. Right there. I'm gonna face this creature and I'm gonna be like, "You interrupted my dinner!" And like, Flynn's gonna start getting mad here, and a ball, an orb is just gonna shoot out, flying right to his right, going super fast. And then one's gonna go to the left, and another one's gonna go up in the air. And his arms, he's just gonna kind of hold his arms out, and he's gonna kind of bring them together and close them, and moments later, these 3 orbs just slam into this the back end of this creature. And I need a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. I am curious to know what the fuck you're doing. 14?
14 is not enough, as I need a DC 15.
A DC 15? I thought I just rolled a DC 15. DC 14.
You rolled a 14.
You're right. Oh,
yeah, you gotta beat a 15.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I misunderstood. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so that means this creature is going to take shooting stars a 3 charge shooting star. So that's 3 orbs. Each orb is going to do 5d4 fire damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay. The suspense is killing me. It's 28.
So 12, 12, 16.
Yeah. All right. So that's 28 plus 16 is a 30. Nope. 44. 44. Whatever. It's enough to kill it. As
It's
your
40.
as your fucking things slam into the hind end of this creature, the hind end kind of goes push to the left. It gets pushed to the right, and the top one crushes it. Almost like a miniature explosion happens on the tail end. And as from the midsection back blows up into like this Nickelodeon slime, it just kind of erupts everywhere. The front half of the creature begins to fall apart. And as it falls apart, it looks like it's made of vine, leaf, and just goop. And it just slides to the ground and begins to just coagulate and melt into more green goo in front of you.
What color is the goop?
Green. Like a slime algae green. Would that be your turn, Flynn?
Yep. I'm actually going to take a moment to look around at all these animals that were chirping and trying to see what's going on with them now.
What you see is what you see. You have Flea is in an argument with a goose. Soraka is in an argument with a chicken and a snake. It seems like there's a beaver that's being football kicked by Mia. Fucking Tugi goes on its hind legs, neighing a little bit. You see the legs of Joseph dangling out of a big fucking plant. And if you want to take a perception check for free, I'll see if you see the bunny rabbit or the weasel.
What about the dog?
You just blew the dog up.
I wasn't attacking the dog. I was attacking the big plant.
Oh, I thought it was the dog.
No, you're going to use that attack on a dog?
That's
What?
what I'm saying. Yeah, I even explained it to you. Why don't you fucking stop me?
Oh.
Hold on. Jeez, Zoikis.
I thought you were explaining the big plant blowing up.
Yeah.
No, man. Fuck no. That dog is in. Hold on. Let me change this shit around. How much damage was it again?
56, right? Or something like that.
No, it was only not that much. It was, where's my, I think it was 40.
I think it was 40 is what you said.
12, 12, 16.
Yeah, 40.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm here thinking you're shooting the fucking dog with that. Alright, cool. So next time say big fucking plant, will you?
BFP.
So, rename. My apologies. These 3 things smash into the creature instead, leaving these massive holes and it oozing this green goo like an algae fucking scenario. The creature is still standing, although even though it's still digesting Joseph, you blow a hole to the side and you see his arm sticking out of the side as if he's kind of squirming for his dear life. Now is that your turn?
Yep, end of my turn.
Soraka, you're up.
Oh boy. Do we need healing?
Not yet.
I'm good for right now.
Okay. I will.
Did Flynn's stars affect my grapple at all?
No.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay, Soraka?
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Gotcha.
I'm very limited right now.
Mhm.
uh, You know what? I am. Oh, Jesus, I'm in a horrible spot, aren't I? I will guide Thalia.
I feel guided.
I'm giving her guidance. And I'll take 2 opportunity attacks.
Oh my. Oh me, oh my.
He's having faith in his god of protecting him.
Opportunity attacks.
Speaking of opportunity attacks, I don't get the thing I was talking about until level 7.
Gotcha. 18 and 19. Dude, my dice are on fire today, bro.
Okay, I guess I can take 2 attacks.
Oh, one of them is max damage.
Soraka dies.
Dude, I literally just rolled max damage for both of them.
Oh my god.
8 and 8. 16 damage. As
Nice.
the chicken fucking flaps you in the face and the snake bites you in the inner thigh.
That's my turn.
And once again, like the chicken smells earthy, and you peel out 2 additional thorns from your leg as you run. Okay, and that's your turn. B is up. B. Where are you? B is the weasel. Will hop down and try to rake at Lady Thalia. And not do a fucking thing as you hear tiny claws on your leg trying to scratch at you, and it kind of climbs up on your shoulder, tries to scratch you, and then jumps off. It's a weasel. They do that. See... Flynn. From behind you,
Oh no, the rabbit.
you hear... I don't know what a rabbit sound. I don't know. They kind of bark a little bit. I don't know if you ever heard a rabbit talk before, or they actually make this kind of sound. Anyway, you hear that fucking sound. You turn around and you just see this cute little bunny rabbit jump up towards your face. That is a nat 1. As it slams into you, it kind of, you hear a crack, and its neck is completely misaligned as it falls to the floor. And as you look at it, just for a brief moment, you see the head go and kind of reform itself. And it stands up, still looking at you, getting ready to pounce again. Flea, you're up.
All right, I am going to steady aim, and I am going to take a shot at the big plant.
Go for it. Do you take... You'll be taking...
I don't lose it. I don't get disadvantage for the thing being 5 feet because I have crossbow expert.
No, I know that. I'm trying to remember. Is it just casting or is it ranged? If you're shooting a ranged weapon while you have melee, do they get an attack of opportunity? I forgot.
No. Oh wait, unless they have Sentinel.
I don't remember what it was. I have this faint feeling of a rule set that if you're doing a ranged attack when someone's threatening you at melee, but it's
No, that just causes.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
But
you
he,
don't have
but he has crossbow expert
Correct.
to get rid of that.
You're right. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, in my head.
So 20 to hit.
Oh my god, yeah.
10 from the crossbow. 10 from sneak attack. 1 from poison. So a total of 21.
Owzers. This creature continues to flail and swirl its vines around, be it more rapidly. Would that be your turn?
That'll be my turn.
Thalia, you are up.
Right. Do I get to break my grapple at the beginning or end of my turn?
Let's find out.
And does it spend an action to do so?
Most likely. The plan has that in mind. You use your turn to do an escape check. So yes, you use your action.
Alright. That's cool. I guess I'll just do that. Is that a strength thing?
I'll give you a athletics. athletics. Fuck it. Athletics or acrobatics.
Woof.
That's fine.
Woof.
A 10
plus
is...
plus a D4 since you're guided.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. We'll see what happens. Okay. 13.
Yep, nope, not gonna do it. Unfortunately, as
Cool.
you kind of stretch your arms out, you'll hear the stretching of vines, but it doesn't snap. Good times.
Well.
Would that be
yeah.
your turn?
Yeah. Well. Oh wait. I can do Mia.
Yep.
She is going to sword the beaver. Jesus. Naked 19.
Nice. That's definitely gonna hit the beaver.
D8. Pew. Wow. Is +5 to hit, so 6 damage.
You crack this beaver. For how much? You said 6 damage?
Yeah.
You crack this beaver for 6 damage as the sword rips through its back, revealing this green inside, as if she was cutting through like this, just like a cabbage, and pulls back this green liquid. Yeah, it's kind of gross.
Can I have Tugi attack?
Not intellectual mount.
Not yeah. You have if you were on the mount and you were doing it
Well,
to attack. I'm going to do that.
she's right next to
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. No.
Mia.
If Thalia was on the horse, I would say sure. Thalia's not on the horse.
All right, fine.
All right.
Whatever. I guess I'll just fuck off then.
Cool. Next
I'm
up is D. Where's the D at? It's the chicken. The chicky. The chicky is continuing pursuit. As it attacks Soraka on the back of the neck for a 17 to hit. It's not enough.
No, Why are these rolling so damn high?
I don't know, dude.
I think D&D Beyond is on a kick because
I'm gonna have to
flea crit earlier too.
Oh, that was on my automatic crit. It sucked. I wish that was my second attack.
Thalia, attack of opportunity.
I get an attack of opportunity?
On the snake, yeah.
Aren't I restrained?
Oh, you're absolutely right, you are.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, the snake misses as it lunges past you and flies between your legs as it coils back up behind you, Soraka. G is next. G is the goose. As it continues its flurry attack on you, rat boy. That's going to hit you. 19?
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Max damage, 8. As once again, its wings are just pelting you in the side of the face. Over and over and over again. Next is A, I believe is the dog that's going to lunge at you. Ooh, that was like a crit, and then it hit it at 8. So 12 to hit. Fate.
Oh, misses. Sorry.
All right. Next is E. E is the beaver to Mia. A 9 to hit is not going to do it. Big Bad Boy is up next, who's going to unlock one of its vines on you, leaving you in the one last vine, and is going to... Oh, no. Oh, Thalia, you're in a bad spot, kid.
Nah, I'm fine.
No.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm not going to worry about it, but this might tickle.
At 32 feet.
Do it, you won't.
As this creature continues to roll forward in its momentum, the vine inadvertently shortening as it comes closer to you, Thalia.
Do what you want. No balls.
I got balls. It's gonna happen. So
It's a plant. It don't got balls.
here is what we're going to do. I'm going to roll. I'm sorry. I gotta double check one thing here. Okay. So, here's what's gonna happen. Two tendrils whip out at you, Flea.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's got a 20-foot range.
See, I told you didn't have any balls.
Oh, I ain't done with you yet, kiddo. Alright, so two binds go towards you. One with a 16 to hit, the
Definitely
other
hits.
with a 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
You lucky. The one that hits only smacks and wraps around you, grappling and restraining you for 7 points of slashing damage. As it's like a saw rope or something, or a razor blade, or a razor wire rather, that's kind of wraps around you and it kind of cuts into you. You are restrained as well, sir.
Grappled or restrained?
Both.
Restrained.
You are
I think.
grappled, but this grapple is considered to be a restraint. So to escape
I think most of the conditions of grapple are overridden by restraint. Like
In this
restraint
situation.
gives you, yeah. Well, I'm saying like the things that grapple does to you are less than what restrain does, and the restrain kind of like overwrites everything
Correct.
because it's better.
All right, so here is you, Lady Thalia. Oh, with a 24 to hit.
Jesus.
Can you do anything about that or no?
Nope.
Okay. First things first. Here's what happens. The creature shoves you in its mouth, letting go. You are inside of its gullet with the screams of Joseph, who at a glance, by the way, doesn't look like he's in good shape at all. In fact, you start to see the cloth on him start to dissolve, and his face begins to look red. And, well, if there was light in here, you would see, like, he's beginning to sustain contact burns for whatever liquid. He's covered in, like, mucus.
Okay.
This mucus begins to kind of engorge around you as well. As it does so, you start off by singeing for a mere 26 points of acid damage.
26?
Yes, sir. So the grapple, you no longer grapple, but you are inside the belly and considered restrained anyway. You have total cover from anything on the outside, which makes sense because you're inside of the creature. The enveloped target must also... Oh my god! You must also make a con save. This is bad, dude. Oh, lucky.
21.
Lucky you. You start to feel the enzymes and fluid kind of just start to just sloth around you. That's funny. Yeah, so anyway, liquid and goo starts to engulf around you, and we'll leave it at that. That would be its turn. Flynn, you're up.
Flynn's gonna say the shock. Flynn's gonna be like, guys, that it just ate Thalia.
Fuck Joseph, right?
Do something about
Flynn
it.
is gonna. It's my yeah. We're gonna fireball the plant, the B and G.
Okay. As you know,
Try and hit the goose too.
why don't you flavor that for me?
Flynn's say pick, guys, and he's gonna raise. It just ate Thalia, as he kind of his right hand is up over his head as he's just kind of summoning power and energy into his palm, and as a ball starts to appear, and he kind of kind of juggles it in his hand, and then he just throws it, and it just goes flying and explodes
Absolutely.
next to the creature.
as this erupting cascade of black fire. Is it? Is this the black fire guy, or is this?
No, it's just it's
natural
just
fire. All right.
natural element.
And woof, everything around that area starts to singe and go blind for just a mere moment. You all feel the heat flash of this massive fireball. And obviously there's plenty of space to cater it, so we don't even have to measure it. Roll your damage, sir.
Uh, 22 damage fireball. And it's a save of 15.
Do you have inspiration?
Nope.
You said 20 points?
22 damage. If the creature saved, I think I can force it to reroll.
They did not save. None of them saved.
Okay.
But... Oh, okay, so there's some light at the end of this fucking tunnel. Thalia. Only because technically the fireball makes everything inside of it, in my head, not viewable. So I'm going to go through the eyes of Thalia. Here's what you feel. It's dark inside here, but as if there's like a big bright light on the outside of leaves, you know, like when you look at the sun through leaves, you kind of see this kind of, like that kind of visual. And you start to feel heat. The enzymes around you begin to bubble as if they began to boil. And then the flesh of the creature that consumed you slowly begins to wither. And you and Joseph fall through this disintegrating creature. As you thunk to the floor, both of you. The vines are nothing more than a bold, burnt root. As you are covered both in this goo, you look up to the sky and see blue and no longer darkness. The creature is dead.
Does that mean I'm no longer grappled?
You are no longer grappled. As those vines would outside of that 40-foot mark, whatever, and actually disintegrates into a green goo. Soraka, with this chicken on your face, bashing you up. Flynn, with this dog gnawing at you, and the bunny rabbit starting to attack you. But out of all of them, I'm going to go with the chicken one. The chicken's on your face, and as the big plant dies, this chicken begins to disintegrate into this primordial soup of green goo, and it splashes and pours down your body. And as you look around, you'll notice the goose, the beaver, the dog, the bunny, the snake all also similarly melt into this primordial soup. Combat is now over.
Good.
What was that? Flynn's gonna start walking towards Thalia and Joseph.
She's going to be like fucking pulling all that fucking shit off of her and like wiping off her armor, and she's like just you can see she's not making any noise, but you can like tell like from the way that she's moving that she's very frustrated that her armor is this nasty now.
Mia is cleaning off her short blade. Ugh, it's disgusting.
She actually has a longsword. BT dubs.
Ew, it's disgusting.
What's Joseph?
Joseph okay?
Joseph looks pretty hurt. It doesn't help that he hasn't really rested in 2 days. He's pretty banged up, and now his skin starts to show signs of burns.
I'ma cure wounds him.
As you pump a cure wounds into him, you're welcome to roll that health if you wish.
If I wish,
If you
I
wish.
could just not roll it and just have him just
it
take
matters.
the cure wounds and no health.
It matters. It matters.
He gets 11 points.
It looks like you don't see an immediate return on your investment here, but like the burns seem to be a little bit more tame. You know what I mean? And he doesn't seem to be suffering at this moment. As he looks at you and he's like, Did I win?
No.
What would you do without me, huh?
No response from Thalia. She just walks away from him.
He sits up and kind of wipes the goo off his face. And he starts to kind of feel, He stands up by pushing on his one knee. You guys all right?
Soraka is going to get up off of the floor, completely beat to shit from the chicken and the snake. And she's like literally like hobbling to like the center of the party. She's gonna clomp her staff down, kneel, and some shooting stars are gonna come out from her and start circling the party. And there's gonna be kind of like a purple pink mist that's like ankle high as she casts Prayer of Healing on everybody.
Nice. Go ahead and give that roll, please.
Where is it? There it is. +4, so 23.
23.
23 points of health?
Yeah, he's a healer spec.
Including Joseph.
Nah, fuck Joseph. Give me more.
And that's happening over 10 minutes, so that's got me preoccupied.
Anything you wish to discuss or say, or are we moving into that long rest as the sun begins to set?
Thalia is going to spend the majority of her evening by... there's a pool of water, you said, right?
It's marshier.
Or something?
Yeah, there are little divots of water. In fact, it's on the map right over here.
Is it stagnant, or is it like...
There's no flow to it, if that's what you're asking.
So stagnant.
It looks like it's pooled, yeah. Maybe
Okay.
if there was more rain, you can look at the area and it probably moves through here under like maybe the rainy seasons or maybe some heavier precipitation.
She's going to just spend the entire evening, probably, because there's no running water, cleaning and making sure her armor is back to normal. And
Cool.
she's gonna be kind of away from everybody else because she's got to take it off in order to clean it.
Gotcha. What are you going to be doing there, fucking Flea?
Fucking flea.
I guess at this point, since just waiting, basically just sitting down and mending my wounds, but after he's done bandaging himself up, he's gonna go out and see if he can find an animal to hunt.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a survival.
A 4. Of course, I get all these high numbers when we're rolling.
You found a grasshopper.
We'll come back to you in a second here.
Grasshopper is good eating.
I mean, it's got protein.
And
As
what
long as
about
cook it,
you,
don't
Flinny
get
boy?
paper.
Flynn's gonna just look around and see a tree that be like seems good enough, and he's just gonna kind of sit down and lean back into it
Absolutely.
as he kind of takes off his or goes into his bag and pulls out the little muddy rod and kind of puts it in front of him, and he gets a little pearl out of his bag, and he's setting up to do some rituals, detect magic, and at some point identify through the course of the night. And he would call out to, I think, Soraka about Flynn would ask if he wanted to check the orb thing that he picked up, or is it Flea pick up the orb? I think it was Soraka.
No. It was
Oh no,
Soraka.
Soraka got it. Here, I'm done for today.
Yeah, I'll let you know what it is, if it's anything at all. As Flynn was kind of taking it and just kind of giving it a once over as he sets it down in front of him.
I have another thing I'd like to be doing. Since my armor cleaning is religious, I'd like to be asking Helm and or the Red Knight what the fuck my goal is while I'm here, because I'm kind of drifting at this point.
So you're what, you're praying to your god for guidance,
Yeah,
essentially?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Roll me a religion check.
Bam.
Not the rolls matter. What are they?
Do I still have guidance?
No.
That's one and done.
10.
You begin to religiously pray as you clean your armor, deep in thought. We'll leave it there for the moment.
Okay.
Flea.
Mhm.
While you see Thalia kind of doing her thing, you
He better fucking not see me doing my thing.
well, you know what I mean. He goes off to
Okay.
do her thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
you see Soraka and Flynn kind of lollygagging with each other. You march off to find something. You make your way past where the creature you slew was. Give me an investigation.
16.
You're walking by, you're just looking around, just looking for anything. You can't help but notice that where this creature was killed or slain, it's all singed and burnt, like literally like a mound of crabgrass or whatever, crabgrass that you kind of like tear apart. It's like that thick tuft. It's all singed on top, but you can't help but notice as if there's some greenery that's pushing through that singed area.
Flea will go towards that area, noticing it's different than all the rest.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, this is the bulb on where this creature was once standing, that has been burnt to a crisp and disintegrated away. And as you really look into it, you can swear it's almost as if it's growing in front of you, very, very slowly, but noticeably.
Flynn, you might want to come take a look at this.
As Flynn picks up the rod in the orb, puts in his bag, like, oh, so let's have to wait. As he goes and checks it out.
I think this is more important. To me, it seems like it's growing back.
What's growing back?
Points down towards the bulb.
The bulb? What bulb?
The bulb of where it was sprouting out from the ground. The giant crabgrass.
As Flynn will hold his hand out and palms his hand, and a ball of fire comes out from it, and he shoots it right at the bulb.
Sure. The bulb gets singed even more, reducing the green growth back to just charred ash.
Should we dig it up and see if it's gonna grow up, or I'm not too sure.
Flynn's, we're just watching it for the time go past as we watch it.
Sure. So you're not going to do your ritual? You're just going to stand there?
We're going to do it.
You're going to watch grass grow?
For like 2 minutes.
Okay. 2 minutes goes by. Nothing.
Maybe you just gotta dig it up and move it around or whatever. As I head back to my tree area.
Yeah, get on it, Flea.
you make your way back to your tree, or we're leaving Flea. Oh, okay, the pumice stone. Thank you. Sure. So as you make your way to the tree, so yeah, you stand there, Flea. You're more than welcome to offer a thought, a feeling, an idea, a plan. What is Flea all about?
Back. Flea. Oh. Flea's gonna take out his dagger and start, like, cutting a hole around it to dig it up.
The more you dig into it with your dagger and you kind of picking through it, the burnt, ashy parts are peeled away, at least in the center of it, revealing this core of much thicker vine root-like flesh, plant flesh, and it seems to still be wet and moist when you dig into it, although thick and greenish, fluidy. But it's there.
Keep going. Just keep.
You continue to dig in an extra inch into the earth, 2 inches into the earth. You're not uprooting, but you're revealing more of this core that seems to go deep. It begins to be more solid the deeper you go. You're 3 inches down, 4 inches down, and you're basically at the hilt of your dagger, and you just can't dig much further.
I'll crack a torch.
Crack a torch. As the sun is setting, the torch does illuminate the immediate area, unnecessarily, but it does offer more light to the area as the sky is darkening.
Could I hover it over the hole to?
Yeah.
Just...
You look into it, and as if it was wounded, you just start to see like liquid begin to coagulate and kind of pool together in this cone dig out that you've created as it starts to fill with a fluid.
I'm going to then take the torch and put it to where the campfire is going to be,
Okay.
so that it can be easily lit. He's gonna then say to the party members that are around, so that thing is still alive. It's gonna maybe take some time to regrow, but it's still
And
alive.
Flynn, in his frustration, now that he's reset back down, is going to put all these things back into his bag, and he's going to come back all the way over here, and he's going to hold out his hand, and he's just going to mold earth all around it and through it, and just start digging 5-foot holes all around this thing.
Okay. As you begin to dig 5-foot holes all around this thing, you reveal a very intricate array of roots on top of natural earth things. There's probably some stones in there. You start to reveal, which is where your survival check comes in, Flea. You'll start to see a bunch of earthworms wriggling around that are easily collectible at this point. But the roots of whatever, vines and tendrils, and you're talking about neighboring, there's just a whole root bed of shit. There's a very earthy, very healthy land. So yeah, there's that. Leaving the bulb in the middle, this coned out hollow, and the singed hair on the outside, or grass on the outside.
So he's gonna jump down there. He's going to gather the earthworms and start trying to pull the bulb up.
Okay. This bulb, by the way, goes into the earth, right? So you're welcome to try to yank. You can roll an athletics check. Athletics is more appropriate, I feel.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to do anything with an 11.
You can pull, and you rip some of the grass, and you let go, and kind of drifts in a small breeze.
So I'm guessing this is a giant bulb, by the way.
The creature itself is considered to be a huge plant.
So yeah, it's probably a giant bulb. I'm just gonna back out after gathering all the earthworms that I can see.
Okay, sure. You back up, and you bring these earthworms to camp. Soraka, you see Flea, happy as a pig in shit, with earthworms in his hand.
Soraka doesn't see anything because she's unconscious.
All right, Mia. Ew! What are you doing?
What, you never had protein before?
Are you suggesting we're going to eat that?
I mean, it's better than nothing. Do you see any other animals around here? This giant plant probably ate them.
Pass.
Well, whatever.
Absolutely. As she begins to root around her bag and yanks out a ration and attempts to eat what appears to be some dried fruit and nuts. Flynn, you go back to your tree. Are you attempting the ritual again?
Yes.
All right. Easily at this point, we could safely say, as you begin your ritual, Joseph, still burnt and hurt, will sit next to you while you're doing your chanting and handshake. So what you doing?
Oh my god. Flynn might murder somebody.
Flynn is going to pick up those materials, and he's going to look at Joseph and take 2 steps away. And as he's taking his 3rd step, he's going to completely disappear.
Joseph
Damn.
is going to just watch, arms crossed for a minute. He'll look left, he'll look right. He'll sniff his armpits and then shrug as he leans back into the tree to lick his wounds. All right. I'm guessing you're casting the identify spell.
Yeah, one will just find another tree over here, and it's kind of just do the same setup and begin again.
All right, so the pumice stone does not radiate magic. It's not a pumice stone. Unfortunately, because it's not magical, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Because it would make sense to. But as far as your rod goes, oh yeah, that'd be glowing like the Dickens. As you ritualistically cast your identify, the images, as you hold on to it, the images of the shackled hands seem to come back to you, but it's as if you're watching a film in reverse. And it goes from like the shackled hands and the shackles come off, and there's this person that's walking through what looks like, do I go cliche with this? You see this person that's kind of walking through a desert, pyramids in the background, holding this golden chalice. Then the story goes, like, it kind of went back really, really fast backwards. Really, really, like, images flash pretty from going backwards in time, and then it goes forward, and what you'll see is a person. Oops, I think we lost somebody.
No, I turned the stream off so I could see you.
Oh, gotcha.
Displaying stuff.
So as this image, kind of this movie goes in reverse and super rewind, begins to play forward. And as it plays forward, there's this gentleman you see in tattered clothes, some tattoos that kind of go over across his right arm and down his body. He looks to be dehydrated and bald, very tanned skin, as he's walking barefoot through this desert. You get the feeling of burns on your feet, as if you're kind of harnessing this memory, as if you were living this memory. You feel dehydrated, parched of thirst. Sun blares down upon you as you look forward and see this. As you look forward and see this figure in the desert waiting for you, cloaked in black robes, not flying, but like it's getting pushed out in the desert kind of breeze. The heat from the sun kind of makes the background of him blurry with the pyramids in the background. And you make yourself forward. You push yourself forward towards this figure. A hand extends in front of you, as if it's reaching for this golden chalice. This figure, once again, you're a first person. This figure reaches down. The hand, you see a hand, and it's kind of, the flesh of it looks withered and degraded. It looks like it's been dried by sand and almost petrified. but these golden rings kind of are very apparent, very intricate, very, very golden, very richly with gems. In fact, it's like he has one ring that connects to his bracelet, and in the middle of where the back of his the backhand would be is this like greenish scarab looking effigy that looks to be made of ruby and gems very richly, but it reaches to this golden chalice. Fortunately, you can't hear the mouth move as if it was talking to this memory. And that's when you start to see the chalice of gold begin to glow from the hole, from any parts that it would like, wherever it would have an entry to the inside of it begins to glow this bright light. You see your own hands kind of cover your face, and between like the crack of your fingers, you would see this mist kind of reaching out and enveloping you in first person. And that's when your skin begins to turn this purplish red, and you start to acknowledge your own hands and changing these almost like glowing vines of red and yellow start to appear as if it's carving its way through you, and these shackles begin to tink, tink, and you feel yourself gravitating towards this chalice, being sucked in. And then your image goes black. You hold this rod as you come to, seeing everything on the base of this rod. You'll see what looks to be very Egyptian-like lettering or hieroglyphics in a way. The head of this rod, as you clean it off, the head of this rod, as you clean it off, has an image to it. Give me a moment here. It has this kind of skull-like appearance to it, with two purple gems in its eyes. The skull itself looks old and withered, but it's held pretty tightly on. You realize that this staff seems to be attached to something, someone, or an entity, and you identify that this seems to be a rod of a pact keeper.
Flynn just looks at the rod like, wow. And he kind of holds it up here.
Wow.
And he kind of lets the invisibility kind of fade off and walks back. We'll start to explain to everybody what this item is.
As you explain and say that, I've seen a vision, here's what it was, etc., etc., you begin to ramble on as far as what you feel this item is. A rod of a pact keeper. Its inherent abilities are as follows. You feel that this rod is entrusted onto somebody, as if it belongs to somebody, as if it's reaching out to somebody or something. You feel that in the hands of whatever this rod is entrusted to, you feel that it makes its wielder magically stronger. You feel as if it has an ability to prolong or elongate the power of its wielder. Its very specific wielder.
I kind of share that as like, well, it appears that this rod belonged to somebody, and it's reaching out for them, but I'm not gonna be able to tell who that person is. Or maybe it's not even a real person anymore. I don't know.
As you look over at Soraka, lying on the ground, lifeless, breath just inhaling, maybe even... Do you even snore, Soraka?
No, but she's got some very strange breathing going on right now.
As Mia would approach you, wow, so like, are you saying like the rod is like calling someone?
It appears so.
Is it calling for Mia?
Flynn's gonna look at Mia like up and down. It's like, and say, "No, it's not."
Okay. If it does, let me know. Okay. Can I hold it?
Will do. As Flynn will just gather to be, sure. Don't go too far with it. And he hands it over.
She grabs onto it. She's kind of looking. Wonder what all this means. She kind of looks at the handle with all the hieroglyphics on it. Like, oh, I've never seen this kind of heavy. You wouldn't expect it to be this heavy. Oh, look at the gems! And she kind of looks at the eyes and she starts to kind of poke at the eyes inside the rod and kind of see if she can. This looks like I could almost get this out.
That's probably not a good idea.
But we could probably get some food, get some real food. You don't have to eat those worms. As she looks over to Flea, who's probably proudly eating some fucking earthworms, slurping them up like spaghetti.
Hey, protein's protein.
Well, you got a bow, right? Why don't you go give it a shot?
What? You mean shooting the rat?
No, not. We don't have to do that right now. But I'm talking about like a deer, or a bear, or a pig.
Oh, I mean, I got my rations. Thank you. I take care of the horse and Lady Thalia. I don't do the hunting. Not my thing. Sorry. But hey, this is pretty cool. If you need help with it, just let me know, okay? She hands it over to you.
Will do.
Fantastic. Thalia, as you continue your prayer, you're met with the sound of wind and leaves. This brisk chill of the night that kind of encapsulates whatever armor you have on, kind of chills it a little bit. You hear nothing. You see nothing. You sense nothing. As you look up at the sky, in a relatively clear night, you take a deep breath in. You exhale. Slightly see your breath as it condensates on the inside of your helmet, which I assume is still on. Doesn't matter. You are offered a thought, or a feeling, or an emotion. What is Thalia all about?
She is lost, not really sure what to do, how to proceed. She feels like she was kind of put here without any real I don't know, like goal, and she's not sure how to really go forward other than just to keep following.
How far away from camp did you go?
I mean, I guess a fair bit off. Maybe like let's say if everybody's like tightly closed within like a 30-foot circle, she's going to be 30 feet away from that 30-foot circle.
Fair
You know
enough.
what I'm saying?
You hear the slurping that's being audibly heard by Flea. Flea, you sit down as you take a handful of earthworms that you picked up. What are you all about right now, Flea?
Trying to eat as fast as I can so I can rest up.
Fantastic.
It's been a long frickin' day.
As you bite into these earthworms, they explode in your mouth and their juices just kind of stretch across your tongue. The flavor, earthy and gritty, yet satisfying. You begin to pack in for the evening. Soraka, I know you're passed out, but I don't want to take away from you. What are you doing right now? Anything you wish to add, or ...
No, I would say that just from her brief conversation she had with Flynn, like Soraka would just look noticeably paler. Like even her horn like her golden horn had like, it was more like of a pale yellow before like she passed out.
And you all take your long rest. So everyone take the benefits of the long rest, please. And we're going to go right into our break here since it's 9:30 already.
Is the
Excellent, because I really
is the
need
rod a plus
Hey.
1, 2, or 3?
It's a +1.
Alright.
And please
Head
add that
into
to
bag.
the loot table for the Dogs of War in case we ever have to reference it back. That would be great. And
Did
then-
we get anything like solid as far as like game mechanics go as to how it works, or is it just still kind of obscure?
I
Can't
said it.
answer that.
I mean, I know it is an identify, so technically he knows how it works. He expressed it. It's just basically a +1. You know what I mean? I explained it
Like a
more.
+1 what?
The
Rod of the Pack Keeper.
Spellcasting focus or
Rod of the Pack Keeper.
It's a plus. It's a warlock can have a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls and an increase in their DC save by
top
1.
of it. Also, in addition, if a
You
warlock
can use
if
an
the-
action to regain a spell slot.
as a warlock,
gotcha? Okay,
as a warlock,
useful, very useful
it can be
for a warlock. Yeah,
or
I
if
agree.
someone plans to be a warlock.
yeah, absolutely.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Soraka does.
Are you a warlock, Soraka? No, right? Just a straight up cleric.
Druid and Life Cleric.
Cool.
Yeah,
Alright,
he's
guys.
gonna multi-class a third time.
People do it.
Get all the fucking spell
Who
slots.
saw it coming 4 more times?
All right, guys. The break timer is up. I actually have to use the restroom, so let's be back.
Yeah.
40, let's just be back at 50. Does that sound cool?
Sure.
Cool.
All right, 50 after the hour, folks. BRB.
I thought we were going to be toasting that battle.
Nah.
You had like 6 life left.
I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds like fake news to me.
You say fake, I say not fake.
Fake news.
So you want to dip into Warlock there, Flynn?
Nah. He wants raw power. He's not gonna get raw power by multi-classing.
True.
I have become very disillusioned with multi-classing. I really don't like doing it.
It helps me build out the character theme that I want for Soraka with the Starry Form Chalice, where I can just like heal 2 people at once.
Yeah. My issue is like I want to multi-class, but I don't want it to ruin the like power level that I want it. Like I want to be way too diverse for what is actually viable.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, if I was straight up level 5 cleric right now, I would have Revivify and some pretty awesome other spells.
Yeah.
Although I don't know how common it is to come across diamonds here in Tal Rune.
I had 2 diamonds by the time Annahel died, which really fucking sucked.
Don't we have diamonds?
I know Flynn has pearls. I don't think we have any diamonds. If we had diamonds, I'd keep them just because of how rare it is to come across them.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely
Yeah,
not
5 diamonds.
Where? Ooh.
Are they worth 1,000 gold? They have to be worth a certain amount. That's the
Who has diamonds?
that's the caveat.
Remember when we found all that shit in the frickin' first mission with the 2 pounds of butter?
There was diamonds in there?
5 diamonds.
Are you looking at our loot chat?
Here, let me reply to it so you can just click see attachment. I knew we found diamonds.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you played yourself. Now we're never gonna get Revivify.
Well, I mean, I still need 2 levels for it.
Never.
Or 1 level. What do I need for it? I'm a level 3 cleric right now, so yeah, I need 2 more levels, right?
Oof. Two.
Now Brad's making me do research.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ugh.
I automatically learn Revivify at level 5. Okay.
Regardless of.
Yeah, life domain spells.
Oh. Well, there you go. Aren't you special?
I'm so special.
What time did he say we need to be back at?
9:50. Got 10 minutes.
Cool. All right, I'll be right back.
I'm back. So I have a feeling the most important part of the campaign ever might be happening in the next hour.
What'd you say?
So I got a feeling the most important thing we've ever done in this campaign might be happening in the next hour.
What do you mean?
There's dialogue.
Finding out if our fort's been taken or not.
Oh yeah.
There's gonna be
About what happens with the dog story.
yeah. We get to finally find out like what and if are the bad people, who are the good people, like what should we be doing? Should we walk away from all of this? Like everything. Everything's gonna be figured out. Ooh, I gotta make a roll. What do I have to do? The ring regains 1d6 charges at dawn.
I doubt the brass ring. The brass ring.
I don't have a 6, dude. Oh shit.
Nice. That ring is saving our ass so much.
Yeah, Frog's gonna nerf it. We talked about I'm gonna ask him to nerf it in a different way, but we'll see what happens.
Dude, I mean, if he's gonna spring up huge monsters on us, like with no say, we're keeping that ring. Without that ring, we would have fucking died. Without that ring and Bry's crit, oh man, that would have been rough.
Hey, I hit it twice.
Yeah, and I did nothing. I gave guidance to Thalia.
Yeah, I casted 2 spells, and I think I did like 62 damage or 64 damage.
I did
Like-
maybe 70 or
Maybe more because
80.
they're both fire, so maybe it had a bonus on it.
I was literally contemplating what to do with my turn. I'm just like, I'll just give guidance to Thalia so she can break the grapple. It was either that or disengage and run away. And then they did max damage on me, which brought me down to 6 health. So I had to heal myself, and then next turn I was contemplating popping that scroll that I got.
I saw exactly what Frog was doing. I'm just like, no, don't try Don't try and pick me up.
That was poof.
Pretty sure if you were restrained, you can't use a bonus action, right? Or you're grappled.
So you need to break the grapple or the restrain before you can move. You have 0 movement speed.
Okay, but I could have used fighting spirit.
Yes. Why do you have fighting spirit again?
I'm pretty sure I have fighting spirit.
You're a level 3
no,
fighter
no,
already?
second wind. I'm second wind.
Oh, second one. Yeah, you gotta use second one.
I'm going.
You can't move.
I'm going into an archer form, Steve, to get power shots.
Yeah. I get what you're doing. I just thought you were doing samurai. I'm like, what?
No, yes, a samurai, an elvish rat, Steve, an elvish rat.
There's a there's a ghost on Thalia's camera. Did anybody see that move?
Could have been the dog.
You're a sorcerer. No, you're a wizard, Flynn, right?
Yep. Just a level 5 wizard, all wizard.
How charismatic are you?
10.
Oh, okay. Wow, I'm 10. I thought you were more charismatic. Shit.
Nah,
No, I have no points, no negatives.
In this party.
What's that?
Lee might be the most charismatic in this party.
I got a 17.
Oh, you beat me by 1. Congratulations.
Well, it's still a +3 though. I'm contemplating for the next level. Do I get healer or do I get inspiring leader?
I'm pretty sure I get action surge next level. So 2 spicy crits in a row. If I hit.
Is it 1 per creature or can you double up?
I have to check actually. But if there's 2 creatures and I can assassinate, I can put damage on both.
Yeah, but you only get 1 sneak attack though.
True. But most of my damage comes from my crossbow right now.
I don't even know what the archer thing does.
What archer thing?
The fighter archer. Class.
Yeah, you might want to take a look at that. Some of that is some of those are good for CC.
Arcane archer, is that where you're going?
Yep. I believe I'm gonna get the
You can learn prestidigitation.
No.
What? Yeah. It says at level 3 you learn some magical theory. You can learn prestidigitation or druidcraft. You get 2 arcane shots.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna unprepare mold earth. I think it's
Well,
done.
I could probably do prestidigitation, right?
You know what? I should probably look at my cleric spells and see if I want to change anything up.
Bringing back in prestidigitation.
I'm back.
Yo. We're still waiting on Thalia.
No worries. I had to take my break time to clean up dog pee.
Nice. That's always the fun part.
Yeah, that's a territory. He's housebroken. I guess the kids never fucking let him outside before they went to out. So he's looking at me. I'm going to the bathroom because my bathroom's in my bedroom.
Oh yeah.
So I'm hearing me pee in the water, and I hear on carpet. I'm like, you motherfucker! The last thing I heard is, Soraka, you thought you were gonna get killed that fight?
Oh, I mean, I had that one level 2 spell slot, and I was like, we're fucked. Thalia's eaten. I'm surrounded by a chicken and a snake. And
Dude, that
the
chicken
rat
beat
is-
the shit out of you, by the way.
Both of them beat the shit out of me. Like, I went from 24 health points to 6 real quick.
You hear something funny? Those were just challenge rating point 0.5s.
Yeah, I figured that they were low. That's why I'm like, all right, you know what? I don't need to disengage. I'll guide Thalia so she can break the grapple. I'll back up, and I'll use cantrips. And if it looks dire, what I'll do is I will pop the healing scroll I got, and go to Starry Form Dragon, so that I can keep concentration on that spell.
Come. Here.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna take prestidigitation.
What are you guys leveling up or something?
No,
No,
in the
he's
future.
planning
Yeah,
ahead.
at level 5. But I did actually take prestidigitation over Move Earth this morning.
Yeah, but if I get prestidigitation, you won't ever have to need to take it again. Ba-doom.
Gadoosh.
Now that would free him up to take another spell, wouldn't it? Or would that make you skip
Most of
stuck to
those
spell third?
cantrips are kind of poo-poo anyway, though. So
Now Lee can make himself clean anytime he wants.
You
so
know,
you'll never be clean.
rats are generally clean. I have 2 rats, pet rats myself.
Oh yeah, like domesticated rats are clean.
Fair point. Do you know what happens if you put 2 rats and a mouse in a cage?
You get a rouse.
Nope. You just get 2 rats. The 2 rats will eat the mouse.
Oh, they said 2 mice and a rat. Oh,
Nope.
whoops.
No, 2 mice and a rat. All you have is one big fat rat.
Hey boys, level 6. Let's go.
Oh yeah, level 6.
Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
All right, are we officially all back?
Yep.
Brian, you there?
Yep.
And I heard Steve, right?
Yep, just managing my cleric spells.
Gotcha. You wake up to what feels like a light rain. Spray of mist here, a little bit of breeze there. The morning condensation, the chill from the previous night creates an eerie fog that seems to kind of roll through this area. The sound of Mia packing up Dahlia's shit, getting ready for the day. Everyone partakes in their morning rituals, be it eating, hygiene, clothing, what have you. Joseph stretches. Loud yawn. Scratches his upper thigh.
Up.
Hey. You didn't hear me complaining watching you slobber over those fucking dangly worms that you ate last night, you gross fuck.
Yeah, you didn't hear me complaining about you being useless when you got caught by a damn plant,
And that's great. Why don't you
dumbass.
get on the hot foot and just shut the fuck up, okay? We got work to do today.
Why don't you suck it?
Yeah? I prefer something with a little less hair.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta do it right now.
This fucking guy, as he turns to tell you, you always like fucking this?
absolve myself of this conversation.
Ah, see? Even she doesn't want to talk to you. Huh.
Nah, you're just a fucking asshole, that's why.
Yeah. So, Horny, Soraka, what we doing? We got ready to go, Rockman, or what?
Still passed out.
Hey! Rockman, hey! Yeah, hey, rise and shine, fucking wakey, eggs and bakey. Come on, we got shit to do.
Oh, you made breakfast.
No, we already ate. You decided to sleep in. We gotta go. Eat on the fly. Come on, let's go, sweetheart.
Okay. Where are we going?
I believe we're going to Gorkla's Hold, right?
Oh, right. I think we know the way. Let's mount up. We still have the wagon, right? I'm pretty sure we still have the wagon.
Nope.
Nope, we left the wagon
No.
back at Tilly.
We do have 2 horses, though. I think.
You guys tell me.
I thought we had
should
the
have.
wagon.
We have 2 horses and no wagon.
Well, all right then.
All right.
It's gonna be a trek on foot, so let's get going. Does anyone have a ration to spare?
I'm tapped.
You're looking at the wrong
Oh.
human.
I'll throw one of my last ones at him.
All right. I don't take an exhaustion point.
Joseph be like, hey. Make sure it's not made of dried worms. You know what I mean? Disgusting.
Anything will do right now. All right. Let's make our way. Does anybody have any last minute ideas or plans before we go into
Yes.
some rough conversation? I bet.
Perfect idea. You guys go first. I'll go last, and I'll be right behind you.
I have a better
that's my
idea.
plan.
We give him to him. We take him and give it to them.
Why would
No,
you do
they
that?
had him.
They let me go.
Let you go, more like you escaped.
If I escaped, I did a shitty job of it, don't you think?
Yeah, explains why you're still beat up.
Oh my god, this is never ending. You remind me of my fucking ex-wife.
Yeah, but she left you too.
All right. This is not getting us anywhere. Joseph, you can hang back, that's fine, but when the time comes, if we need you, please keep the crossbow trained on them, not us.
You see Joseph like really scouring his body and looking around intently, as if he's searching for something.
You do still have the crossbow.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for... I don't see it anywhere. He continues to look around in front of you.
Let us know if you can find it. Thalia,
Do you know?
Flynn,
Do you know where it is, Soraka? The muzzle for that fucking rat to shut up. Let's go.
Oh, motherfucker.
We're walking and talking.
All right, this
Thalia, Flynn, Flea, any ideas going into these conversations?
Well, we should probably
Yeah,
just
I'm not-
ask them what the hell the Enclave is, for starters.
Good point.
Wait, you're telling me you bear the title of Rockfen? You don't know who the Enclave is? That goes for you guys. I thought you were just running into them. You don't know? You haven't heard?
Skin deep.
We were out in the wild when all this happened. It just kind of popped up.
Well, see, as he turns to Thalia. Can't do anything without me, can you, lady, huh? So, let me explain. Apparently, Maurice used to be like this head honcho, like whatever. People will call him the best, but whatever. Whatever. Not the best. What I can say is this: that man can shoot fleas off the back of a rat at like 100 yards, man. It's almost like
He's starting to reach for his crossbow.
It's like the man never missed. It was really, really crazy. And, I mean, I was under the impression, what we heard, he died in the field. We heard that he went on a mission and he just didn't come back. The rest of his crew came back, but he didn't. It was peculiar because he was usually the one that would hold all the trophy. You know, he was the one that would always collect the prize. Everyone wanted him to roll around because that was like guaranteed coin. You know what I mean? I mean, shit, who wouldn't want some of that caliber not in their party, right? I mean, you wanted the money after all, right? But yeah, this apparently one day he went out, never came back, and you know, one thing led to another, and the buzz was that yeah, he just didn't make it. The details escape me exactly. I don't know. It was almost like one of those ambush kind of situations, I guess. I don't know. I was drunk when they were talking about it. But anyway, apparently he's alive. I got the scars to prove it. But yeah, no, he's doing his thing now, and he's doing this massive recruiting, and he created this group, and swore an oath to get rid of the dogs of war. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. He's mad about something, and I guess he's just trying to. I don't know. Talk to him. He'll fucking tell you. I mean, we're going there anyway.
Well, I mean, most of what you've told us we already know. The Enclave is a competing faction run by Maurice.
I mean, Maurice may run the show. And sure, as far as competing goes, I would say more like the yin to the yang. You know what I mean?
I feel like that's what competing means. The yin always competes with the yang, and the yang always competes with the yang.
Spaghetti, pischetti, whatever, okay? You know?
That latter's not a word.
Any insight into the last mission Maurice was on?
Like I said, I was drunk. They went out. I think it was a reclaim mission, or was it a hit? I'm not entirely too sure. But I know they had to bring something back. And I believe everything it was brought back. I think is what the buzz was. I don't know. He didn't come back. That's all I know.
Any idea where it was?
Whatever it was, I hear it was worth a lot of money.
Not what, but where? South, north, east, west?
No, they didn't talk much of the detail about that, to be quite honest. I couldn't tell you. You're awfully nosy, you know. You should know this shit. Don't you read the news? Don't you read the newsletter?
Well,
Like I said, we've been out in the wild for quite a while.
Sorry to say, I may know a lot, but I don't know everything.
Do you remember?
Go ahead.
Do you remember who was in Maurice's party? It wasn't Matua, Davin, or Orens, was it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. I think. Wonder. I don't know. Off the top of my head, you know, I'm thinking like Edmund, maybe? Maybe Edmund? I'm not entirely too sure. I don't know. I was drunk. They went out. He didn't come back. It happens all the time. As far as I'm concerned, it was fucking Tuesday.
So he used to party with Edmund, and he killed Edmund at Gorkil's Hold.
I mean, I wasn't there to bear witness, but if that's what you say, then so be it.
Well, we do have somebody that can attest to the body of Edmund.
Mia would raise her hand and acknowledge that. Anything else you have to ask? Apparently you guys are clueless with all this.
Thalia, Flynn, Flea?
You need other people to get more insight into this. It's just not enough to put it together.
All right. Well, thank you, Joseph, for your insight.
Awesome. So, let me ask you a question. Is that a single horn in your head, or are you just happy to see me?
No, I'm not happy to see you. Yes, it is a horn growing out of my head.
So does the carpet match, yeah?
You want to find out if I have horns down there? Be my guest.
I'm gonna fucking smack the shit out of him.
I want to shoot an arrow into him.
Whoa,
No,
hey!
I'm actually going to hit
I wish
him.
I had silence.
I'm actually gonna hit him.
So while you're on your
Please-
horse, he's walking to
please
the
do.
left. He's walking to the left of your horse, and he feels this sharp bang on the back of his head with your gauntleted hand. Boom.
Yeah.
Hey, what the fuck is your problem?
I'm just gonna keep riding.
Ah, touchy group. For fuck's sake, I'm the one that almost died here. What's up your asses? Can't take a joke. You believe these people? As he turns to Flynn.
Yeah. Just kind of gonna go with the flow as Flynn keeps walking forward.
Are they always this uptight?
Dahlia, did you save that gag?
Did I see the what? Sorry.
Did you save that
save
gag?
the gag. Yes. No, I did not. Unfortunately.
Shame.
Flynn's gonna look at Joseph and kind of hold his finger up to his lips, kind of like a shush thing, and just keep on walking.
You guys asked me the question, right? Hey, I didn't ask to have this conversation. You did. But sure, if it's not welcome, I'll shut up. That's fine.
All right, well, if you want to answer questions, how's the Dogs of War leadership still doing? Still intact?
Last I heard, just like you, we've been on the road for about a week and a half. Well, until we got captured. I don't know how long I was out for. But, I mean, yeah, as far as I'm aware, Darvin's still calling the shots. As far as the owners are concerned, you know, we don't see them all that often. You know that already.
Oh yeah, Garth isn't here anymore either.
Gareth?
Gareth?
Gareth, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
But yeah, you know, mercenaries come in, soldiers go out. It's weird, though, you know.
Out of character. Sorry, go ahead.
No, finish. What's up?
Just out of character, did we know who the guy was that Gareth went to, or Gareth went to see when we were last at the wherever?
No,
No,
so
we had no
out
idea.
of character, the owners, although are known, they really don't come out often. You do know.
Well,
Go ahead.
we know Davin.
Darvin is the voice of the
Yeah,
dogs.
we know-
He's not an owner.
Wasn't he the one that was engaging with Gareth? But we don't know that he was engaging with him.
No. That was
Matua and Orans I have.
Mytua is a leader, yes, and then he goes by the letter C. His name is hard to pronounce. It's like Quailgni. He's an elf, but he goes by C. He is the one. He's the other one. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so Matua, is that a honking I hear, or is that the song? Oh, it's a song. Yeah, Matua is the one that he was talking to, but you guys weren't privy to that conversation. In character, at least.
Sorry, Orans is the title. That's my bad. Not a person.
So, oh yeah, the Aran is the rank, correct?
Aran.
Basically, that's the leader rank. Yeah. Any other questions?
Nope.
Yet.
All right. As Joseph kind of begins to banter to himself, he makes himself laugh from time to time. Kind of jumbled words, hard to hear, just kind of maybe even whistles to himself from time to time. After close to a days of travel, we're going to say, let's say around 3 p.m., a familiar sight in front of you. The silhouette outline or profile of Gorkil's Hold as the turn bends around to reveal Gorkil's Hold. In the distance, there does seem to be a pillar of smoke, probably tame enough to be considered a campfire maybe, or some sort of fire going. At a distance, you would be able to see a couple of red tabard people that seem to be patrolling about. Hey, guys, as Joseph kind of speaks up, look, call me crazy, right? So I don't like this place very much. I'm just gonna hang out here. Shout if you need me. I'll go. I just, last place I want to see is here. I'm just not feeling
You're
it.
going.
That's probably for the best if you stay out here, actually.
Yeah. Better chance for
Why?
you to get caught. All the better.
Sure. Yeah, you're right. I'll take my chance. That's great. See, the rat knows about fucking time. He knows.
Yeah, I hope they kill you.
Oh wait, I don't say that. That was not cool or nice.
Joseph, keep your eyes on Gorkill Keep. If you see Flynn, shoot up a firebolt if anything goes wrong. If you see anything go wrong, please notify the dogs.
Sure. Yeah. Notify. Right. Yeah. Whatever. What do you want me to say?
Well, that the Enclave has Gorkill's hold or keep.
And it's time for war.
Whoa, war. War, huh? Are you gonna kill them? Is that what you're planning to do?
Well, if they attack us, then along with what they've done for the dogs, I assume that the dogs would want to mount an offensive. But that's neither here nor there. Please keep an eye out. We are counting on you.
You got it, boss. All right.
All right.
Yeah. Just be quick.
Well,
I don't like being alone for too long.
let's go. And as soon as we're out of earshot, good thinking, Flynn. I don't rightfully trust Joseph to have our backs.
Definitely not someone you want in a pressure situation. As we're walking, Flynn will cast mage armor on himself.
I think I got rid of it. Yep, never mind. No aid for everybody.
No aid. You get no help here, boy. I'm just putting up Gorkle's hold for ambiance. All right. So, as you begin to make your way up to Gorkin's Hold, a familiar place, and as you walk back past a location that you remember seeing a body laid about with a very large arrow inside of it, now stands two red-tabard individuals who immediately go into a defensive stance. Identify yourself! Stay where you are!
We're here to speak with Maurice.
And who be you?
The ones he sent for.
Stay right there!
We are dogs.
I can tell by the fleas.
Motherfuckers.
Stay right there. Don't move. He reaches into a pouch and pulls out a fist, like as if he grabbed something from the pouch. And you see him talking to his hand. You see him shaking his head, nodding. And he talks into his hand again. He puts it away. I need you to lay your arms on the floor.
Nope.
I need you to lay your arms on the floor, I said. If you're to honor this meeting and you come in peace, I assure you, my master says you will leave in peace.
What guarantee do you give us?
The word of a very noble man.
Who already attacked us?
Hey, spaghetti biscotti.
I hate you so much.
We killed them already.
That's not a real word. 1 second.
Weapons are
won't-
part of my religion. I am not going unarmed.
I'm not going in there unarmed.
I'm willing to go in there unarmed, but I understand if none of you are willing to come in with me.
Seems like a bad idea.
I guess I can go with you.
We're not going to get anywhere without a leap of faith here, unfortunately. It seems like the Enclave is trying to do good. We did help them at Charlotte Umar, so that should have some standing for us.
I don't like this, Draka.
I don't like it either. But it's not
Well,
like we haven't been on death's door before. And I do have a trick up my sleeve. I do not need my staff to cast spells. I do have my holy symbol.
I just hope it's enough.
I do too. If anybody doesn't want to come in, you're free to stay out here.
Flynn will go with you.
Leo put his crossbow down, his hand crossbow, but he's hiding a dagger.
Okay, what about you, Thalia?
She's going to get comfortable on her saddle.
The one guard,
Yeah.
not the one that was shouting to say put your arms down or what have you.
Gonna hand Thalia my my bag and stuff before I come with everybody.
I'll hand Mia my crossbows.
Absolutely. All right, so if you refuse to handing your weapons, I'm going to ask you to take a few yards away from here, further down the road where you came.
How about a game of chess while we wait?
Persuasion check. Out of character. Do you know how to play chess, Thalia?
Like me,
Yeah,
Caleb?
Caleb, the person, yeah.
Yes, Caleb knows how to play chess.
We're going to play a game of chess, and it'll be me versus you, and this will be the result that we'll use for our next session, okay?
Okay.
Cool. So this week sometime, let's play a game of chess.
All
Awesome.
right.
All right.
Give me
so,
1 second. I'll be right back.
No worries.
He goes to get the
Bring
book
up
and
the
not
chess
teach
book.
us. Excuse me, frog.
What did he roll for his persuasion? I missed it.
16.
Nice.
Not
yeah.
bad.
He's down for a game of chess. 100%. Absolutely. That's fucking cool. All right, cool. So, as the one soldier beckons you past, you, Soraka, and you, Flynn, excuse me. As Flea passes by, Flea, sleight of hand.
1 second. Oh yeah, that's going through.
What?
23.
20. This is not a DC check. This is a countered roll
Oh.
against my insight. Natural 1.
Why does a
How are you?
He's great.
How are you concealing this dagger?
That's a good point. So it's like I have a belt buckle or a belt that's going around my waist, holding like my vials and everything. But they're all empty except it's like tucked behind the belt, so you can't see it.
You guys make your way up the stairs towards Gorkel's Hold. The door that you remember getting smashed open looks like it's been completely removed. And all that remains is a gate that has to be pulled into place manually. As it's slid open by 2 guards, you make your way inside. Down the hallway, where pieces of wall have been blasted apart, which has been sort of cleaned up a little bit in the process of repair, as some workers seem to work on that. You go up the stairs, and what you remember was some fucked up furniture has been picked up and cleaned. Around the corner, more guards in front of a campfire who seem to be in the process of eating some what looks like stew, for it may seem to be chow time. The fireplace on, and the warmth of it cuts away the little drafty breeze that seems to come through here. The next room, as you look to your left, where you remember the vault was, opened, and strewn about are crates, looking like they're getting ready for shipping. Up the stairs to where you remember you saw Sir Edmund. The top of the stairs, guards. They beckon you into the master chambers. Last time you were in the master's chambers, you remember the bloody remains of many folk here. One, the mentor himself of Mia. Mia, visibly not here. Now that I remember, she's out there. Never mind. As you two enter the room, and I'm going to add your tokens to...
Wouldn't it be 3?
Yep, getting there. What did I say, 2? My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant the 2 that matter.
Ah.
And Flynn. Right. Let me get you here. Actually, Soraka is spokesperson, right? Miss Ruffbend. And I believe I have Maurice in here somewhere. Oh, yeah. Why are they hidden? So, as you enter the room, Soraka, you, Flynn, and Flea, all 3 of you would see a very familiar face. The individual that got his ass fucked up by Fate's ring, who seems to be patched together, perhaps still in recovery, but at a soldier's stance, watching you quietly as he leans against the bookshelves in the back with his arms crossed. Cracks a half smile at you guys as you walk in. Maurice puts his hand on the soldier's shoulder, as if he was silently saying, "Settle down. Come in, come in."
You know, you would have saved us a lot of time if you just talked the first time.
2 guards, as you walk in, close the door behind you. Forgive the appearance. I truly want to speak with you. For what is spoken in this room remains between us, at least for the moment. I must admit, I'm happy to see that it's your group that got my message first. As he goes to the desk and pours what seems to be a glass of wine, and he extends it to Soraka. Care for a glass?
Forgive my skepticism, as she casts detect poison and disease. Openly.
Your senses. He actually leans it over to you so you can get an easier look. The wine does seem to be void of any poisons or anything like that.
She'll accept it and nod to everybody else if they want a glass.
We'll pass.
Flynwood does shrug and say, I'm not old enough.
Boy Scout.
As his attention goes
I
back
never
to
knew.
you, Soraka.
She grabbed the glass. Yeah, she grabbed the glass and nodded to everybody else in case they wanted one.
Before our meeting, I extend this glass as a sign of neutrality for the moment. Here's to potential future, pending something as simple as a choice. Cheers, as he extends his glass to you, Soraka.
She'll extend her glass, and before like clinking it, she'll be like, "Well, I hope the simple choice isn't surrender or fight." And she'll clink.
He kicks back the wine and drinks a little bit.
Soraka follows.
Found this bad boy in the cellar. Not a bad year it tastes.
Wonder how many lives it cost for you to taste this.
I didn't come here to be insulted, nor did I not have my men pounce on you the second they saw you. So, out of respect, if I'm to respect you, please.
I respect life, which was lost here.
Yes. And death is a part of life, is it not?
It is, but when it is wrenched from the living for no more than a power struggle, it irks me, to say the least.
Who says it's a power struggle? What exactly do you think is the power struggle here?
You tell me, Maurice. There are a lot of things we don't know about you.
Me, as far as what I am and what I am doing, is irrelevant to the situation. I'm asking you for your perspective. You seem to know me and my exploits so well. What exactly is it that you truly think is going on here?
Well, I think I know as much about you as the Enclave foot soldiers know about us. We're evil. You're evil in our eyes. We only see it for money. We only see you for vengeance.
What do you think that's all it's about?
I don't know. You tell me. If you're willing, I'm willing to put all my cards on the line. Are you?
He strokes his chin, turns away, and goes to the window to look outside the window. Look. The situation we're in, fractured, divided, it's not something of my doing. I want you all to know that as he turns back to face you. I didn't choose this. It was demanded to do the right thing. I took an oath when I joined up with the dogs. I was proud, and I served well. For what? A couple of coin? No honor? Why do you do what they tell you to do? Why do you take those contracts? Is it just for coin and fame? Or do you feel like you belong to something? Like you're doing something good?
Those aren't really the same thing. And I can't really say the reason why they joined the dogs. It's different from mine. But they took me in.
You know,
But
go ahead.
I feel as if we're dancing around what we really want to talk about here. And I ask you again, are you willing to tell the truth? to
I
us?
always tell the truth, ma'am.
So you wouldn't mind if I were to ensure that?
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
I will begin casting a spell zone of truth. We will be as truthful as you will. If you are willing, I will know it.
I decline. I'm a man of honor and respect. My word should be enough. You can interpret that however you see fit. But
Feel
I
free to
will
not
not.
answer any questions.
I will not allow vexes, curses, or magical doohickery dictate the flow and information that this conversation will yield.
Do you really think that a life cleric spell is magic or doohickery and not something of greater virtue?
You know, all due respect, ma'am, your virtue, I can give a shit about. This is about life. And if you are what you say you are, you will listen to what I have to say, because it is life that's at stake. And it's life that I'm trying to save.
Well, then explain it from the beginning. Your last mission as a dog, you disappeared. Come back with an army, capture a fort, a town. What did you learn? What changed?
He turns out the window again and looks out the window. I learned that no matter how much honor I brought to myself, it only brought pain. Not realizing the effects that every person that I put down had on everyone around. You know how many dads I killed as he turns around? You know how many children I made orphan? For what? For what? Coin? And all the sacrifices I made. To be shown what I really meant. I can't let that happen anymore.
So, you up and decided that you don't want to murder for coin, so you murder the dogs for free.
Happily. Because I know what it means to be a dog.
Really? What does it mean for me?
You may not see it now, but I broke free of my shackles then, and which every dog that I slay, I would be freeing them from theirs.
This is getting nowhere. What did you reach out to us to speak about?
If it's life that you wish to save, I have a mission for you.
I always side with life. I cannot speak for these individuals, but I'll hear your words.
He turns to you, you, Flynn, and you, Flea. I have a mission. Should you choose to accept it, lives will be saved. Perhaps thousands.
Go on.
What I ask is not going to be a good one, or an easy one. And it may make you question a lot. Are you sure you wish to hear what I have to ask? Because once you hear the question, depending on your answer will dictate how you leave this room.
I'm waiting.
So am I. What is your answer?
You already have it.
Fair enough. I, Marisa the Enclave, the Hunter, wish to ask you of your service. An assassination of Mythical, owner and main strategist of the Dogs of War.
why don't you carry out this assassination yourself?
Because I know how they operate. I know who they let close and who they don't. And let's just say everybody's looking for me.
You think we can get close enough to Matua?
I think you have a better shot than I. And
Why?
based on your character, from what I've heard, as he reaches into his pocket and starts tossing up a little round stone, I hear you have a good head on your shoulders, at least a moral one.
Why murder him?
To save everybody else. Every other person he puts in harm's way. Every other child that he orphans for his own purposes. Turns again to the window. Well, what say you? Robert turns to Maurice. They ain't gonna do it. Just give them a minute.
You speak in generics. What evils has he done?
It is not for me to pull the wool off of your eyes. You need to open up your eyes yourself. I cannot explain it, because it's something that needs to be felt and experienced to understand exactly what I am saying. But your day will come. I promise you that.
Will you allow us to experience this then, before I give an answer?
I thought you were here to protect life.
I am. And that's why I want to be informed before I take a life. You seem to be equipped with some sending stones, are you not?
I am.
Would you be willing to give us a sending stone directly to you, so that once we've experienced the atrocities of Matua, we can give you our decision? And you can keep tabs on us as well. As a leap of faith.
The second those doors close behind you, we're back to square one. I'm sorry, but the only way to ensure the safety of these people and the people I protect is to make sure the banner of the Dogs of War burns. So this is on you.
Then why don't you share with us your moment then? What was it that made you go down this path?
Ah,
Where is...
the child
Where...
chooses to speak. What exactly did you have to say, little one? I'm sorry, speak up. I couldn't hear you.
He said, what was it that happened that made you go down this path?
They made me go out to do something that I'm not proud of. And then I was betrayed and made to take the fault of everything. I was peeled away from my family. I missed them for months. And when I came home, what I left as home was no longer my home. It was the home of another person. When I asked where the inhabitants of this home was, they told me at the cemetery. It's the last time I considered myself to be a dog. I don't need to explain myself to you. All due respect.
We're risking our lives. I hope that you would explain yourself, at least a little bit.
You're a woman of faith, aren't you? See for yourself. Have our targets been anything outside of dogs?
I don't know. I don't know your movements. I've been up north. All I know is that you stopped us. Your enclave stopped us from trying to help the good people of Shiloh Thumar. That doesn't sound like a righteous group to me. That sounds like a group blinded by hate of the dogs.
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
Do you know anything about the Black Ooze?
There has been sightings as of late, more recent, but that has
Do
nothing
you
to
know
do.
anything
Go
about
ahead.
demons?
Of course, demons are known all around the world.
Okay, but what about the Black Ooze turning things into demons?
Like I said, there's been some sightings of the Black Ooze, but those are more recent in nature than long term. A bit of a subject change, I feel. But yes, we've heard about it. I don't know what you're asking exactly.
Just trying to see if we can share information. But one last question. If I was to join you, would you treat me like a slave like the dogs of war have?
If I was to treat you like a slave, I would be a dog. I am not. For I am a member of the Enclave, a unified people, doing the right thing.
That doesn't sound like a bad proposition, then. Freedom could be mine. Your deal is sounding better and better all the time.
So, Soraka, what say you? Put a knife in Matua's back. Save thousands.
Flynn, what say you?
Flynn will look at Maurice and it'd be like, all this over, just a couple missions, mercenaries. I mean, we probably could find a way to get it done, but I don't know if it will really change anything.
It'll do more than you think. He kind of looks over to Robert the Wretched. Robert looks at Maurice. They give each other a nod.
So you really think that us murdering Matua will change the world for a better place?
It may not change the world. I'll be honest, I don't know. I can't tell the future. I'm no seer. But I can say it would be a good start.
So tell me this. If it's not fueled by hate and vengeance, what are you trying to accomplish by us murdering Matua? If the dogs are corrupt as you say, somebody just as bad will take his place.
You're right. And that's being worked on as well. You have your mission. Do you accept it or not?
Well, you certainly give us no choice. You certainly don't give us any more information from the first time we met you. But, to save the life of my party, I guess you have my word.
Maurice will turn again to Robert the Wretched. Give him that accepting nod. And Robert knows exactly what that means, and he turns around and goes to the bookshelf, From the bookshelf, he pulls out a parchment. And as he pushes it in front of you, Robert holds it. You recognize this as the contract system. As the parchment is invisible, minus the little square that you would typically put your thumbprint on or the little blood stain on. Here's your contract. Make it so.
Any, are they just forcing us to sign this without reading it?
Not forcing us to sign it, forcing us to put blood on it.
No. I know how the contracts work. I just want to know, like, if he's just like, put your fingerprint on this, or are they handing it to us?
Oh no, this is their copy. You get a customer receipt after you sign.
No. I know, but are they like, sign here without reading, or, take a look and sign?
Well, you know the terms. Everything is invisible until you assign your blood to it.
Oh, so there could be like shoddy health prescription writing on there.
Side effects include.
Could cause anal linkage. Fine. And she'll take her fangs and bite her thumb and just put it on there.
Robert smirks, and as you put your blood stain on it, the blood seeps into the paper and begins to vein, and like the lettering starts to fill out. It kind of just, begins to be seen. And the details of the contract are basically what was stated, by taking this contract, you basically solemnly swear to end the life of Matua, to save the free peoples and all those in danger and blah, 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 to break down a hierarchy of corrupt nature and all this jazz. And as Robert extends forward to flee, your turn, furry one.
Whatever you just called me sounds offensive. So fuck you. And he'll pull out, he'll actually just bite his thumb on his teeth. Very sharp teeth. And he'll apply it.
You do so. And the same thing, veins kind of rolling out and filling the little gaps there, and begins to be seen in that crimson red blood look. And he turns to the young one. Now you, boy.
Flynn's gonna kind of put his thumb in his mouth, and then he's gonna look at it and kind of look around and like kind of pat his pants a little bit and kind of shrug, maybe point to a guard and be like, "Yep, up, come here."
The guard will go to you.
I whisper, "Give me knife on your pants buckle. Just hand it over real quick."
The guard looks around and holds the tip of his sword up.
I'll prick my left thumb on it.
Okay.
And just kind of, look back like nothing happened, and kind of press it into the paper.
And the same effect happens. Excuse me 1 second here. Taking notes. Okay. Now, what about the rest of your party? I can't help but notice, I believe I saw 5 of you coming in, yet I only see 3.
Well, they weren't as...
Apparently it's his religion to not be parted with his weapon, so he had to wait.
That's what you get for putting your faith in invisible beings, I suppose. Well, there's no way that's going to succeed without all of you. Now, you need me to convince her? Or can you? Since we are now in business together.
Suppose it should be us.
Well, she is a follower of the Red Knight, so if Matua is as evil as you say, it could be her calling to slay him with us. You have us under contract. I don't think you really need any others, especially if their fates are tied to us as dogs.
Well, part of the stipulation of this contract, which I failed to mention, is silence. This contract is to not be spoken about to anyone outside of the signers of this contract. Everyone in this room has been sworn secrecy on this. This is by far one of the most secretive missions currently active amongst the Enclave. Do you need a minute to go talk to her?
Minute would suffice. Perhaps some horses too, if possible, or is that going to be too much?
Look, we may be in business together, but we're not friends. I have other priorities that could use those horses.
You're absolutely right. Please do give us a minute. Flea, I think you're in good hands here, not being treated as a slave. And she'll walk up to the guards here and just like look at them like right up in the face.
They'll move to the side and open the door.
And Flynn will look back at Maurice and Robert and just say, remember, Black Ooze bad, no touch. And then he would fall in line following Soraka.
We'll look at Marcus.
Marcus?
Nah, I'd say
Who the fuck is Marcus?
Maurice.
Maurice. I'm sorry. Nod, agree with him. Turn to Robert, flick him off, and walk out.
Flick him off.
Yeah.
Are you really gonna flip him off?
We're
Yeah,
not
I'm-
friends.
Fuck that dude.
You hear the unsheathing of a sword, and as you turn around and take a look, Flea, you'll see Maurice's arm across Robert's chest. Let them go. And the sword
Mutter under his breath. Asshole.
reaches. I'm gonna cut that rat's tongue out one day. You wait and see, Maurice. It's okay. It's okay. As you make your way down and out, you find yourself in the presence of Thalia and Mia. Thalia looks up at you and says,
Well,
Who won?
the answer.
curtain call.
The answer next week.
On Dragon Balls.
Is the guard still with us, or is it just Thalia and Mia?
The guard is technically still sitting on that stump cleaning up the chessboard, who either looks really happy or really upset.
And we're out of earshot then, right?
Yeah, we're gonna beckon Thalia away from earshot from the guard.
Sure.
So, exposition. Up to what we can tell, I guess. Since I don't know, like, is this like a magical contract where we can't speak of it, or?
It's a contract.
Okay.
No one's really broken a contract with the dogs. It's against the dog's policy to break the terms of the contract.
So I guess then I would give the exposition up until it knowing the dog's contract. Flynn and Flea being newer, I don't know how they would really feel.
You're the freaking captain.
Yeah, Captain.
I'm just gonna look at Thor and be like, you got a new assignment. You need to sign.
What am I? So, you explained everything. Yeah.
I mean, if you're bringing him in the contract, I'm going to safely assume that you'll be able to give some of the details of the contract. You know what I mean? It's not unlikely that usually they sign up anyway. So, but I'll let you guys role play that out.
So, apparently, Maurice believes the dogs to be evil, Matua to be the core of the evil behind the operations, and with him gone, the world, or well, the region will be a better place, and it's up to us to make him gone.
I don't do assassinations. I'm a knight, not a butcher.
No, suppose we're not. But if Matua is as evil as they say, wouldn't it be up to us? Well, I wouldn't say up to us, but wouldn't you feel obliged to stop the evil doing? I myself, and we're out of earshot again, want to be for certain before I do something as evil as taking a life. Now, if that evil is to save lives, I'm willing to do that. But I want to see it with my eyes. And we weren't getting out of that room unless we signed the contract. And I fear we won't leave this fort unless you sign the contract.
I'm sorry, but I'm not here to assassinate.
Well, think of it as an assassination. It's war, you know?
Think of it as
Knights fight war all the time.
There's no time limit on this contract. We can ascertain the true evil behind Matua, if there is any.
You already signed this contract. Does that not mean that you are entitled to carry it out regardless of your findings?
I'm sure Maurice was under a contract when he broke his to start the Enclave. It might damn us in the future if he were to show the contract to the dogs. But it doesn't seem like you have any attachment to the dogs anyways.
So why does my signature matter in this case?
Because we get to leave with our lives.
They can't stop us from leaving right now. What's to
There's-
stop me from just putting my thumb on this paper and saying that I did it? Nobody's
how
here to verify it.
We don't have the paper. The paper's inside.
Oh.
And they have an army here. Do you want to fight them along with Maurice and the other individual who gave us a hard time?
old bastard Robert.
Do you trust that I'm not going to be assaulted upon my entry? See,
I
you
wasn't.
weren't.
I even flicked him off.
As long as we're
Well,
willing to
then-
play ball.
Then I will go in and I will talk to Maurice.
Do you want us to accompany you?
No, I can do it myself.
Mia will be required as well.
No, Mia can stay out here.
But Lady
I don't
Thalia,
think that's an option.
Lady Thalia, I want to do the right thing. I want to help.
You need to... I don't know what the right thing is.
They
All
already
I know
know
is
about.
what I can do.
They already know about her. They already asked for the other two.
Under your guidance, Lady Thalia, I am at your mercy and command. So, ultimately, I trust that you'll make a choice in what's best for me. No audio.
Come along then.
Okay,
Come
good.
along then.
He goes, yes. And he
Sorry.
follows you up the stairs.
Okay.
As you guys make your way and are guided up, do the rest of you come inside as well, or are you guys all hanging out outside?
Just chill in the courtyard, I guess.
Okay.
We'll chill in the courtyard, but I will give Thalia guidance before she goes.
Okay.
God's
Thalia.
help her.
You make your way upstairs into Maurice's master bedroom, I guess. Absolutely. I'm not gonna bother moving.
Frog,
you.
I think it would be appropriate that since we're already going to be meeting for this fucking chess match, we should do this privately, you and me.
You heard their conversation.
Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. Fine.
It's all right. I'm gonna wrap it up on this conversation anyway. It's fine. I didn't expect you to come in armed, no doubt. I hope you believe that me allowing you to walk in with your hands bearing weapons was what do you call a trust.
I hope you can trust in the honor of a knight. And I also hope you can understand that my allegiance is not with the Dogs of War.
That's odd. You take their contracts, you wear their colors.
I do not wear their colors, and I haven't for some time.
You bear the brand.
I do not bear the brand.
Then why is it you follow them?
I was sent here. I awoke amongst a campfire with them after a mortal wound sustained across the sea. I don't have any recollection of how I got here or what my role is, but nobody else thought it odd that I just came into being amongst them. But from what I've seen, their honor is shit.
It sounds like you don't enjoy the company you bear.
Soraka is a good person. Flea, I don't trust Flea. As for the rest of the people that I came into this situation with, they have either gone or have died.
So let me get this straight. You have no idea how you got here. You have no idea how you got with the people you're rolling with. And they don't seem to acknowledge how you even got there, how they even met. As if the memory of you has been implanted. This sounds really divine-ish, if you know what I mean.
When I died, I saw a vision of both my patron, the Red Knight, and Helm. They healed me. I've never seen anybody come back from something that I've experienced, and yet I live. And she's going to kind of peel up her her armor a little bit, and he's gonna see that big fucking scar all the way around her waist where she was cut in half.
My. Could it be like this?
Sorry, what'd you say? Sorry.
He's talking to himself and kind of murmuring to himself as he goes back to the window. leans towards Robert the Wretched. It's like he was brought to us, Robert. Helm, you say, brought you here.
Indeed.
It sounds like you lack purpose. You struggle to see your usefulness. Perhaps maybe it is this. Perhaps your helm put you at this place, at this moment, on that very tile you stand on. Right now, to discuss the future of the people that you are on the cusp of agreeing to saving. Maybe this is why you're here.
Or perhaps it's to stop you. Unfortunately, I have no true understanding.
Sometimes you just wish gods would come down and just tell you, right? No, they always have some mystical purpose, some sort of divine intervention. I've always found it to be quite cumbersome and annoying, to be quite frank with you. I've parted ways with Lauma a long time ago. I stopped believing when they started taking.
Helm doesn't give anything to me that I do not earn or take for myself.
Like your lower half. It's based on what you said.
I earned that due to my rashness in battle. Not due to their will.
As much as I would love to continue to talk about divine favors and the holiness of gods and how good they may appear to be to some, unfortunately, the time is now. I need to know, Lady Thalia, are you with us or not?
Since I'm not a dog's, I feel like it would be disingenuous to align myself with this contract. And if you hold any stock in that contract, you'll know that my adherence to it would be faulty at best if I'm truly not with them.
I'm going to be frank with you, Lady Thalia. I believe you've been sent here for a reason. I believe it's to eradicate the bad in this land. And by not signing this contract, I fear you might be siding with that bad, unbeknown to yourself. Your judgment is clouded and your vision is skewed. I wish I could show you the impact of the good that this contract holds. Don't make any rash decisions, Thalia. You must understand that this plan cannot leave this room without knowing that you see what our perspectives are.
I see the perspective that the dogs are only aligned for money. Their leadership is terrible. I cannot prove to you any other way other than to tell you that my word is more powerful than a contract.
Persuasion check, please.
With guidance.
With guidance. Come on, D&D Beyond, do not fuck me. That doesn't look like a 1 to me, but okay.
You really roll the worst.
7. Max roll on the fucking D4.
Oh, yeah. As though your word may be your bond, so is mine. You must, and I say that with respect, you must sign this contract. Or my men, as he looks around to the 10 other soldiers, including Robert, they are less likely to believe you than I am. They take real estate in these rituals. Something as simple as signing a contract means more than just the blood on page. It's a symbol. Sign. And by foregoing that, I'm not threatening you. By foregoing that, you put yourself in some serious danger.
I cannot sign this contract.
As he turns to Robert, I'm sorry to hear you say that, Lady Thalia. Then I will end this conversation by saying with a heavy heart how sorry I am to have to do what you forced me to do. And he looks over to Robert and does the single head nod downwards as Robert begins to walk towards you with the sound of an unsheathing sword. And that's what we're curtain call for tonight.
Sheesh.
Awesome, guys.
Why is the Enclave so fucking difficult to work with?
I know. Well, the dogs are arguably as difficult to work with.
I understand, but
like
if they're
in
like
the
the good
opposite,
guys,
like in the
they're like-
opposite way.
they're like, trust me, he's bad, kill him.
Yeah,
What
they're
the
both
fuck?
like trust me, they're bad, kill him.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate this fucking politics shit.
Awesome, guys. So that was cool.
I want Helm to point me in the direction of where I need to go and who I need to get.
Hey,
Out the window.
your God may be talking to you. You need but to listen.
I'm listening real hard.
Nevertheless, guys, that was pretty cool. Didn't expect that kind of an ending, but okay. I have no idea what I'm gonna do next.
New character.
Well, if we hear some clinking swords, Soraka's probably gonna run in.
Oh God! All right.
I love putting you in difficult situations.
You know, but
Frog.
here's the thing, all right. And what it boils down to is this: at the end of the day, I gotta do what I gotta do, right? You know what I mean? I can't put plot armor on every turn.
Well, that's fine. I don't expect you to.
All right. Yeah, I'll think of something. I'm gonna have to think real fucking hard on this.
Do what you gotta do, Frog. I'm not worried about it. Do what you gotta do.
We'll
Don't
see.
even.
We'll see.
Don't
just-
even trip, bro.
We'll-
I'm just
Go ahead.
I'm just so mad at the conversation of kill him, trust me, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so mad at that. I'm literally mad at these at these people that are like, hey, join us or surrender. Or no, surrender or fight. Kill him because he's a bad guy or die.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
it's
You know what's cool as far as contrast is? Let me kill the stream real quick, and I'll end on this note, and then I'm actually gonna wrap